Welcome everybody to a brand new stream where today, I got something very, very exciting, very, very special for you guys. Nothing. I don't know. That is the thing for today. Today's stream is going to be themed. I don't know, because literally I do not know what the hell to do today. So maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's a thing we can do today. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Welcome to this brand new Wednesday the 26th of January, 2022. And yeah, today the thing that we're facing is what the hell we're gonna do. So, to give you a bit of context, it's like, how does this situation even occur? Like, how do you just, like, stop knowing what to do for your stream? Like, what the hell, dude? Like, it should be easy to find content, right? Like, there's games to be played. You can play so many games. Like, weren't you, like, doing Halo or Warframe or Apex or all that sort of stuff? Kind of, but not really. So, Halo right now is a little bit on hold until, like, the Halo series is done on videos, which, like, I am working on currently, but that still takes some time. So, like, we're catching up to, like, where we were with, like, Halo 5 Part 2, and then once we're done with that, we can, like, I can move on with Halo Infinite. So we can't really do any gameplay series. We can't really, like, explore the Halo series even more. We can't even explore, like, the Warhammer 40k, which is something I would love to dive into, the Black Mesa, or, like, anything else. Like, there's a whole bunch of games which, like, I would love to dive into. It's, like, brand new games, but I can't really right now, because, like, I will have to wait until, like, this highlight stuff is caught up. Honestly, like, it's kind of like I'm kind of eating my, like, my very smart move back in December when I didn't have time to edit any videos. I was like, well, fuck, I'll just continue on streaming, because I'll be able to, like, catch that up anyway, and then, you know, I'll be able to stream right now. I thought I was being clever, but I wasn't really so clever, because the video still needs to be made, and that still costs time. So, yeah, that's where we're stuck there. So then, you may say, well, you know, you play Apex, you play Warframe, you could play those games, right? You know, we could just go and play those games, because they don't need to have videos made about them. That's true. However, I don't want to play either of these games. Yesterday we did some Warframe. It was honestly a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing that game with, like, Rahab, like, going after the Sister Parthos, going after, like, what was it called? Going after, like, seeing if we could find these, these things for the people at Deimos. I don't know what the hell the place is called. The family. We were trying to mend the family, but we couldn't because the shit's fucked. The shit's so fucked, the game doesn't really do anything with that. It's just, like, a really bad resource sink to get some tokens, which is oddly garbage. I didn't even know that was the case. I thought it was actually, like, bring some development and bring some changes into the characters that we were looking at. But no, that wasn't the case, because it's Warframe, and after all, like, you shouldn't be too excited about Warframe. Don't expect the world from Warframe, because they'll never give it to you. So yeah, like, basically, like, Warframe right now is in the cards. Even though, like, I do enjoy streaming the game, I do not enjoy it as a game like I want to play every single day. So at most I'll play Warframe 2 times a week, and seeing how we still have, like, 4 streams or 3 streams to go this week, I definitely do not want to, like, do Warframe 2 days in a row, because I'll just get really tired with that. I don't want to do that, especially since, like, yesterday we did, like, a long ass Warframe stream. Now Warframe's not in the cards. So then, you may say, well, why not do Apex? Why not do Apex? You know, like, that's a game you played a lot, isn't it? And I'm like, well, I did, but I don't want to do that either. You see, Apex right now, this season, I'm fully caught up with, what's it called, with the Battle Pass. I am, like, there's no event going on right now that's interesting, so there's nothing for me to work towards to. You might say play ranked, but the way that, like, Apex, like, matchmaking and Apex ranked works, it's not fun if you just play it by yourself. Like, playing ranked with, like, with public players is the worst experience in that game possible. Second to, like, playing casuals with random people. Like, unless there's something good to work towards for in that game, like, there's just no fun to be had playing that game alone with just other randoms. So, like, right now, I don't really feel like if I were to play Apex on stream right now, it would really add anything to it. Like, I'd play some matches, maybe some go well, but there would also be a whole bunch of things where, like, you know, we play around with, like, some public players, and they'd just be like, oh my god, dude, look at this idiot that goes looting and just screws up the whole game. Look at this idiot that wants a hot drop on streamer building and just loses the entire game. It's not gonna be fun because, you know, it's not fun. It's not a fun game to be played by yourself. So that kind of leaves me like, what the hell do I want to do? I really don't know. I've been playing Overwatch a little bit, but also, like, one thing which I've noticed is that I don't know whether PvP games are the best for me to stream, especially by myself. Since, like, what I'm noticing very much so is that, like, I have a very strong sense of, like, things being fair, and I don't know whether that's something that, like, you relate with. I don't know whether it's something that, like, rings true with anyone else. But, like, what I find is that, like, I want shit to be fair, and I find that, you know, you see that when you know, people are playing, like, sports games on the TV, like just lead them call out to the referee because they feel shit's unfair, and that's something what I have as well. You know, like Overwatch is not my most favorite game, but there is like a fun like team deathmatch little game mode or a free-for-all little game mode where you can play with like the legends that they have, and like it's actually like quite fun because it is pretty straightforward. It is just like, you know, you need to get to 20 or 30 kills as a team or by yourself, and you know, you can kill people, and if you die, like you just instantly respawn. It's pretty straightforward. You have like your own guns. You can like find your own legend that you really like fight with and like really tune into that. Like that shit is a lot of fun. However, like, what I do find is, like, there are certain matches where, like, things happen and it just feels like the biggest bullshit. Like, and I know that, like, looking back, like, it's like, oh, well, it's just unfortunate because, you know, you have certain, like, legends that, like, just unfortunately team up on you and you're just being, like, two other parties are dunking on you, or you have this shit where, you know, like, you don't really like get underneath the ledge or all that sort of shit, but it's still annoying, right? If the moment it happens, it still feels annoying and it still doesn't feel right, and like at that point in time, I'm just sitting there like, holy fucking shit, dude, I don't want to play this shit. I hate it. I really don't like it. And that's not a vibe that I want to bring with me towards stream. So I'm kind of wondering, especially when there's like PvP games that don't really like, that I'm not really grinding towards anything to, as long as there's no point of progression, like I don't think that PvP games are really like a streamable thing, especially for me. It's like, I think that like the nice thing about stream is that there's either a certain progression or there's like a certain like shared element to it, where it's like, hey, you know, either we're progressing towards something, which is like in a grindy game like Warframe, we're progressing towards, for instance, like, you know, the next Warframe or the next item that's out there, or we're moving towards throughout the game, or for instance, what you may have with something like, what's it called? What you may have with something like, you know, a PvP game, it's like, hey, we start out and we don't have any of the legends unlocked, and we're moving forward to, like, unlock all the new legends, explore the new things that are out there, explore the new maps, explore the new weapons, explore, like, how we can, like, become better at this, and then, like, grind up for, like, either the battle pass, or, like, for the prestige system, or for, like, the ranking system, like, depending on, like, what you do. Is like, there's a little bit of progression, and, like, it feels like, you know, we're doing something. That is not something which, like, right now, with any of the games that I have, like, in front of me, Warframe, Overwatch, or Apex, would be something that's there. There's just like nothing where like I can really work towards to. So I'm kind of like, I don't really think that any of these games are really gonna work. They're really gonna vibe. So that's kind of like where I'm kind of stuck with right now. I'm like, yeah, I really don't know what to do. So that's also why I decided, you know, well, let me just like fire up a quick short little stream so I can kind of like bring that up. And we'll see what we'll do tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we will do actually some what's it called, some Warframe, because, you know, then we have had just chatting stream in between, and that's fine. I just don't want to do back-to-back Warframe streams. That will just make me go insane. But yeah, so like that's kind of like the idea behind today, is that, okay, what do we do then? And to be honest, I don't know. I just do not have the answer. But what I do think may be useful today is just kind of like explore a little bit of like, well, we've already explored a little bit. It's like why, you know, like what does this come to, like why this is the case that it is right now, and maybe explore some options as to like, well, what could we do, or like what could I do to make sure that there's like more like substantial streams in the future? Because like the thing is, I think that one of the biggest things that fucks right now with the entire thing is like the Halo shit, like the gameplay shit just dropping out, which just got entirely to do with the videos. Like these highlight videos, like, oh my god, they are the bane of my existence, dude. Like, I don't know if you have that sometimes, but it's like literally like there's something, right, like there's sometimes something that just like it just eats away at you, and it will like plague you at every turn, and those are the highlight videos for me. Right now I have what's called Halo Reach 1 is out right now. Halo Reach 2 is already completed and will be like releasing at the end of the week. And then like Halo Reach, I still need to Halo Reach 3, Halo 4 1, Halo 4 2, and Halo 5 1 and Halo 5 2. Now, Halo 4 and Halo Reach are still recorded in the old way, which is a real pain in the butt because like I don't know, like the way that's recorded, it just doesn't look good. There's like basically what I used to do is like, you know, you have like the little chat overlay. Like I would have the recording of the game as well separate without like the chat overlay, and I would like cut away a part of like the original stream and then like put the gameplay underneath it so that it would seem like the chat isn't there. However, these two things like don't sync up all the time, so like it looks like a really badly cut thing. Like for half the time you have to like fix it frame by frame. It's horrid. It's absolutely horrid. And it wasn't until like I figured, oh hey, I can also record with this camera, my green screen there, and then like what I can do is I can just like, you know, take this camera and the thing, and I don't even need to use the stream anymore. I only learned that with the new war. It's like, I don't know why it took me so long to find that out, but there's still like 3 videos that I have to make like that, and they're like 2 or 3 hour long things, which is horrible. But anyway, so like those videos are just haunting me. It's keeping me from like making other videos, and it's definitely keeping me from like doing like these streams right now, because I can't do gameplay streams because that would just add on to the highlight things I need to make. And to be honest, like that just doesn't really help. It's like I first figured maybe I'll just do like 3 of these highlight videos a week, and I'll just keep on doing like the gameplay series, and I should catch up at a certain point in time. However, I can't, in good conscience, like keep on adding to like the stockpile of videos, because I don't know if you've ever done like video editing. I don't know if you're like a content creator, but if you've ever tried content creation, some people like prefer to do piece of cameras, some people prefer to do script writing, some people prefer to like do the editing. And while I do enjoy editing to an extent, it is definitely like not my most favorite part. I think that my most favorite part is definitely like recording it, interacting with like the community, like having like the reading the comments, engaging with them. I also enjoy the then I think I enjoy the editing, because like you can create the thing into something, and maybe scripting beforehand or something, I don't know. But it's like if you just have to do back to back from like really old things, it's just not engaging. And if I don't find the editing engaging, it's hard to make the video engaging. So it really downplays the content if I have a backlog. So that's what I'm waiting on right now. That's basically like what we're sitting with at this point in time. So yeah, like that doesn't really like that's a major hand in this situation right now, that we're sitting here with kind of a stream. This would have been, well, the Halo stream that we're now having to fill, and I'm like, okay, I have no idea. I've honestly got no idea. I think that another part maybe I need to think for better content for these streams. Like I thought initially what I would do is I would do like the 2-minute slash dash or the Apex in 2 minutes, and I would use like the 2 streams in those weeks to like fill those spots up. And last week we kind of did that. So like tomorrow there will be the Leap video will be out, which like was a stream that we did last Wednesday. So last week, exactly 1 week ago, we did like the Leap thing. We explored like this playtest of this brand new game, which honestly didn't really live up to any expectations that I had. I didn't even know what kind of game that was. I didn't really know what to expect, but it was kind of like Battlefield 2042, and I was like, oh hell no, I'm not liking this. So yeah, we did that for half an hour, but like there will be a video up like about that tomorrow. So in that way we're fulfilling, like I'm fulfilling that. But right now, like the next video will probably be like a what is Warframe 2-minute slash dash for next week. So like there's not much I can fulfill with, like I can work on with that, because that's just like a basic overview. And then after that we're gonna do like the Apex new control mode, which is probably gonna be coming next week or the week after. That's definitely just gonna fill some streams, because that seems like it will be fun, unless it won't be, which like we don't know whether it will be or won't be a fun stream. We'll have to see about that. And yeah, like basically that is kind of like, I don't know, like I don't know, man. It's kind of just like, I really can't wait for these like highlight videos to get the fuck out of here, because like I'm really hating them with a passion now. They are the worst shit in the world, and I love them for it. I love them at the same time, but they're the worst shit in the world. So yesterday when like Mika came around and said like, hey shit dude, I miss your Mass Effect series, it's like, yeah, that's because there was no Mass Effect series. Like that, like because of like comments like these, like I really do want to fucking make them, because it's really important, where I'm like, hey, you know, I really regret not finishing like the Ghost of Tsushima series, and now right now like there's like 2 parts of the Ghost of Tsushima series, and the rest I play by myself, and this is like not out there as a complete series. I do want to always continue these things on. Mika, what's up, dude? I do want to make sure that from now on I will finish all these series, because I think it's very important, especially to me, to like have this kind of like more complete archive on my YouTube channel, where it's like, hey, you know, if you want to explore the Halo series, and I know some people really enjoy watching these Halo videos, especially when they're like shorter edited videos and not like the entire like 30 hours long of like me fucking around with Halo. I know people love them, and I know I want to have them for later, so I want to get them done. But holy shit, why finish when you stop when you stop unexpectedly? Because I want to finish good for once. I want to make sure things are done for once. Because like honestly, like what I loved with that new war video that went for like every single one of my steps of the journey, like going for like starting with my very first video, and then like I also had like, I don't know if I had the Natal quest, but like I also have the Natal quest. I had like many different things. However, the thing is like I don't have a second dream playthrough. I did not do that one, because I didn't really do YouTube at that time. So I don't have a second dream playthrough. I did just grab like one from like when me and Cole did it for like shits and giggles on the couch. I did grab that one. And then I have a War Within playthrough, which went very well. And then I have like, I don't have a Sacrifice playthrough anywhere. It's just kind of like, I streamed it at that time and I never uploaded it, which is kind of really fucking dumb. So I still have that like as an archive, but that's what it's stream. It's like, it's really weird. It's like, why, like, I don't know why I never uploaded that as a video, but like, if you want to, if you've never been with Warframe, if you don't know what the hell's going on, you can't go through my channel and kind of like watch every quest to kind of like catch up with like the story and like my first experiences with that, because I didn't do any, like, all of that. So it's kind of fucking weird, I feel, that that's not complete. And that's the same thing with Halo. It's like, I want to make sure, like, we now have White Halo 1, 2, 3, I want to complete 4, complete 5, and then we can go to Infinite. So at least right now, like, I'll get into that rhythm of like completing these series. Same way with like Horizon Zero Dawn, we played that on stream. Technically, I could make those still into highlight videos, but I don't feel like it since I didn't record them as such. So yeah, but like, we're gonna play Horizon Forbidden West this year, and that's gonna be a follow-up on like Horizon Zero Dawn. But yeah, if you're not used to like watching 4-hour videos or 3-hour videos, yeah, it's funnier when you're just like, nah, I'm not gonna play this, make it your brand. But the thing is, I am playing it. I am finishing it. Like, it would be weird if I just did, like, you know, 2 episodes of, what is it? Like, 2 episodes of, like, Halo 4 and being like, or, like, 1 episode of Halo 4 and, like, oh, man, welcome to Halo Infinite. This game is so much fun. I so much enjoyed Halo 4 and Halo 5. You didn't see any of that, but, like, I fucking enjoyed it. It's like, dude, like, it's like the same as me telling, like, oh my god, I fucking enjoyed Mass Effect 1 and 2, and I hated Mass Effect 3. It's like, I would have been fine just like canceling Mass Effect 3, because then like that would have been a fun episode, because I absolutely hated that. But yeah, anyway, gotta struggle for these bloody videos, and I'll be so glad when they're done, because they are the worst. Actually, they're fun. You should watch them, but they're the worst. They're absolute fucking worst. Because it's just like, it is like the gameplay content. The reason why I started doing them initially was just to like do some more YouTube videos on the channel, and like I have really grown to like appreciate their value, in the sense of like, I love going back, unsubbing right now. Damn dude. I love going back to, what's it called? I love going back to things like The War Within, or like other like series where like I know right now that like, oh man, at this point, I didn't know about this shit. At this point, I wasn't anticipating that this thing was gonna happen, and like, you could see me questioning this. I love that. I love going back for that. And also just like get a quick recap. For instance, what we had yesterday with the Protea quest. Like, going for like the Protea quest, like, okay, so like, how the hell does this work again? It's like, no, that shit is like really nice, especially also when it comes to like lore and shit, just to be able to like, okay, so what happened in this quest? I can quickly catch up. So I appreciate them for that, but when I'm editing them, it just feels like I'm doing a glorified reaction video. Because technically, I'm sort of am. I try to make it a little bit more, but it feels like sometimes, especially when you're trying to like narrow down like 3 hours of content into like 20 minutes, that means you're cutting down a lot of like shit where the story is not happening. So it's a lot of cutscenes, which honestly look great, but a lot of those cutscenes are just, you know, rendered by the game, and it's just me sitting there like, because I don't want to interfere with you know, the guys that were talking at that point in time. I don't want to interfere with the lore being said. I'm just sitting there like that. It's like, at that point in time, like, what am I adding? I just literally assume that I'm doing it, and then zooming up, like most of these videos, if you go through them, it's like zoom in on like my face, zoom out, zoom in maybe on something like on the screen, zoom out. Like, that is literally like most of the video, because there's not a lot of flexibility there. I had more flexibility when it came to like the new war playthrough, and that's also what I'm hoping to bring to Halo 5. But yeah, so that is definitely something when it comes to these what's it called, when it comes to these streams. That's definitely something which I'm looking forward to as far as like, yeah, when it comes to like these videos, Halo 5, I'm looking forward to like being able to work with that. But yeah, the Halo Reach, Halo 4, oh my god, I dread them. I love playing for them, but I dread those videos, and I'll be so glad when they're done. But yeah, so that means that right now, I have no idea what to stream, and I think this is gonna be a very short stream, because I was like, well, maybe I'll figure it out when I'm streaming it, but I really don't know. There is no game right now that I'm like, oh yeah, I should go and like play that at this point in time. I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. So, and yeah. Anyway, like, I do feel like I figured like a little while ago, like, I had this about like a couple months ago, and like, that's why I decided to like start playing like streaming Warframe again, to kind of fill up these slots. But I don't want to stream Warframe twice in a row. I don't think my soul can take that. So yeah, we're doing another just chatting, but like, there's like, I don't know, we just had a good just chatting here on Monday, so god, I don't know. So yeah, Anyway, how's it going, Mika? How you doing today? Hope you're doing alright, man. Hope you are doing good. Let's see. Elgato released the Stream Deck pedal. What the fuck? Alright, I'm seeing something new here. Like the Stream Deck, but for feet, Elgato has launched a new Stream Deck pedal, a 80-pound foot pad that can be used to control streams, games, or other bits of software. It's an unassuming bit of kit, having 3 pedals that can be assigned to different inputs and outputs. Does that look? Is that what it looks like? Hold on. Can I look at it from like here? This right here, the Elgato pedal. That doesn't look like 3 things, is it? Tactile control at your feet, 3 pedals. Okay, so it's like 1 there, 1 in the middle, 1 there. To be honest, like, I always feel that Elgato is like a little bit overpriced. Very much overpriced. Because, like, honestly, this shit looks sleek, but I'm kind of wondering, this should be so much easier to make. Because it's like, dude, it's literally 3 buttons. It is 3 buttons. Like, I can see with something like the Stream Deck that I have right here, like, the beauty about that is that, you know, you can, the beauty with the Stream Deck is that you have these little LEDs. So these little LEDs, like, what the beauty of them is that, like, I can press on, like, one of these, and, like, I can see right now that my Stream Deck changes because, like, this thing just turned, like, gray. So, like, I know that I'm on, like, a zoomed in thing now. So if I press it out, I'm zooming out. Now, let's say, like, I'm opening right here, like, I press Firefox because I'm opening my internet browser. I see that I'm zoomed in with my Firefox, and I can zoom in again, like this. And then, like, right now, I know that I'm, like, on the Firefox thing, right? I know I'm double zoomed in Firefox because, like, I've turned that gray. However, if I go and click here, I can zoom in on my own again, and like I know where I am. Like, you wouldn't know that if you just had like a standard set of keys where you couldn't see anything on. However, on this shit here, it's like this is just 3 buttons at your feet, which like literally, like there's nothing on there. So like basically, you could just grab 3 like switches. Like, look at that. It's literally just like 3 keyboard switches, which they put in like a custom PCB, which doesn't even require much of like anything. It's just like 3 switches, and then like for them to like a USB-C cable, connect them to connect them to your computer, and just do like a auto hotkey thing. Damn, dude, 80 pounds for that. Like, that's insane. Microsoft acquiring Activision was surprising. It sure was. At the same time, like, it's like the most confusing fucking like overtake in the world. Like, I don't know how to feel about like Microsoft acquiring Activision, because on the one hand, so initially, okay, so like let me start out. Initially, I felt good about Microsoft acquiring Activision. I was like, Activision Blizzard had never been a great company in my eyes. I've heard from a lot of people that Blizzard had been like a great company, but as far as I've known them, they've always been kind of nah. They've always been kind of or oh boy no. It's always been really bad. The way that they've turned up in the news, the way that they've handled any like PR events, like the Blitzchung thing, the entire thing around, do you guys not have phones? Like, the entire company, and I mean, like, you've had that with Call of Duty from, like, the start. Activision had that very much so, but Blizzard, like, also, like, they really like money, and they'll sacrifice anything over money. Like, it doesn't feel like they care about any of their games. They just care about, like, getting as much money out of people. And like, that also, like, goes on their work floor. Like, they don't really care about the people that work there. They just want to get, like, as much money, and, like, who cares, you know, what the hell happens on the work floor? Oh, shit, there's lawsuits right now. Like, it really, really didn't feel like any genuine company at all. It didn't really feel like anything that was good remotely came from there. Warcraft 3 Reforged was an absolute fucking shit show, and like so many things. Overwatch 2 was a giant fucking shit show, still is. Overwatch hasn't been in development for the past 3 years. There's so much shit around that company that's just been so garbage that when I saw that Microsoft was like taking them over, I was like, oh boy. I mean, like, how much worse can it get? It actually felt like, oh shit, Microsoft can actually, you know, fix this up, maybe. So initially, I was quite happy to hear that, and like, I was like, maybe this will mean in turn that hey, like games come to Game Pass. Like, I do have Game Pass, and like the thing with Game Pass is like, hey, if there's a WoW subscription that you can get with Game Pass, dude, I can try WoW without having to like get another WoW, having to get an extra subscription sort of thing. If they're bringing like Call of Duty games or like Blizzard games over to Game Pass, it's like more games I can get to try out. That sounds pretty cool. However, then I started thinking about it a little bit more, and like there's also other things where I'm super confused about, because on the one hand this sounds cool, on the other hand it's like, dude, Microsoft has become a giant fucking game company. Like, look at how much like studios they own. Like the entire Cinemax thing was like such a giant fucking thing. Like the entire Bethesda studios, when they acquired it, like people were just like freaking out like how much they had acquired at that point in time. But now it's even more. Activision Blizzard is insane what a giant catalog they have right now. And it's like, well, if this is kind of the thing where like, you know, Microsoft has acquired so many studios, like, how does Sony respond? Like, they will have to respond in some way. And if like their only way to compete with Microsoft is to also buy studios, at a certain point in time, like this really stops being a thing where you can really have an independent studio if you want to be on any platform, if you really want to have a serious contending in like the video game space. Because it's like, it's such a weird thing. SkillUp has a great video on it. I've not seen it yet, but like the thing that kind of worries me is like when I saw Warframe come out, when I saw Destiny 2 like go independent, when I saw like this new thing coming around where you had free-to-play games where you could just install via Steam, when I saw that happening, I was like, damn, dude, like there's gonna be an entirely new age of gaming where basically you don't need a publisher anymore to publish you game cartridges or publish you like console discs for people to play, because you can just like release something on your own website, people can download it, or you can release it on Steam, or you can release it via like a download client on consoles, and people can play it, and you can have like your own small little indie company, and like you can just create a gigantic game. Look at Among Us, like look at I think FNAF also started like that. Like you can create like a giant fucking like success with your game, and you don't have to have like a publisher, you don't have to have like a giant studio. Because of that, like you can have more like independence work into the like make success into the gaming industry, and because of that, like have more fair competition sort of thing. However, now it seems to turn all the way around. Jen, how's it going, man? How are you doing? And that is something which like is kind of worrisome, because if I look at like right now, I think that Microsoft is the best game console there is at this point in time. Like if you want, like if anyone wants to get into gaming, the Xbox it is. And the reason why is because, let's say I want to get into gaming, right? And like I'm not an enthusiast, so I don't want to spend like an insane amount of money on it. What do I want to do? I want to spend a couple $100 and I want to get into games. I want to play some games. If I want to buy a gaming PC, that's impossible right now. You cannot buy a gaming PC right now because GPUs are nowhere to like get anywhere. CPUs, you have to get lucky. You just can't get it. It's impossible. So consoles it is, even though consoles are so insanely hard to get. You can't get any of the new gen stuff, but you know, you can get like some of the old gen or maybe some Xboxes, you know, like you can considerably well get like a console. A console is way easier to get than like a GPU, so you know, if you want to get into gaming, console gaming it is. And then you're like, you know, then you may start to look at like, what kind of console do I want? And if you don't have necessarily a particular preference for like a certain brand because you grew up with it, or you want to have like certain like exclusives, you just want to play some games. If you then look at like what kind of value proposition do you get, it's like if you buy an Xbox and you then get like Game Pass with it, even though it's a subscription service, which I am very much against, it's hard to deny the value that, you know, if you spend like a couple bucks a month, right now, what you have is that you can play an insane selection of games. Bethesda games, EA games, Ubisoft games, Activision Blizzard games will be coming there. Like, literally all the new games from Bethesda and Activision Blizzard and Microsoft will be on the Game Pass. It's like, and like EA Play had like Battlefield 2042 basically, so you would have from like the last launch, you would have Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Halo. You could play them with Game Pass. Like, you don't have to spend any money on them. You could just try them out or play the entire game full. And you could just play that. Like, that's an insane value proposition for someone that just wants to get into a game and that doesn't want to spend an insane lot of money on it, and that doesn't really want to, like, you know, that doesn't care about preserving or getting the most FPS. Like, if you just want to be, like, a mainstream gamer, like, right now, getting an Xbox is the best deal there is. So, in that sense, like, Sony needs to do some catching up, because right now, like, what you have is the Xbox with the way that Microsoft has positioned itself and its Game Pass. Like, my god, it's got a really, really good deal. Jin says, chores and anime, now back into art. You? I'm doing alright. Today I had no idea what to stream because like literally I did not feel like doing any PvP games. I did not feel like doing Warframe again, so I had no clue. So we're just here sitting, just chatting. We're just talking a little bit about like, you know, Microsoft Activision sort of thing, the Microsoft Activision acquisition. But sorry, to start saying that very quickly. And yeah, then we'll see. Then we'll see what we'll do after. But yeah, so as I was saying, like if you look at like Microsoft's position in the console market, it's insanely good right now. So if you see it, if you then take a look at like Sony, like if Sony wants to catch up, like already they're starting behind. But like I think that if Sony wants to catch up, like one of the things that they might look at is like what other studios can we buy and what kind of thing like could we do that's similar to Game Pass that can rival in their value? And if their answer is like we should also buy other studios, like holy fucking shit, that will just further like ingrain this problem of, you know, like these like companies becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, and like competition going down and down and down. Basically you'll end up with like, you know, your Apple versus Android sort of situation, but then with like Xbox versus versus PlayStation. But at the same time, there's also been rumors that, you know, Xbox might also offer Game Pass on the PS4, and then like basically it will just be like Microsoft games entirely. You should probably get Spider-Man games if you still have your PS4. I actually do want to try them out. I do want to play them at some point. I just don't have the time for it, which I know sounds very fucking ironic for someone saying I don't know what to stream today, but like the gameplay series, which Spider-Man's game definitely falls under, will 100% be games that I will want to like cover and like make highlight videos of. And since that like production is very much limited to like 2 a week, yeah, I can't do more of those. I'm really limited in those. If I had enough funds to like, you know, fund an editor or something to do those would definitely be videos. I would have an editor to do, and I could do more of these, but that's not the case right now. So we're just doing as, you know, as I'm capable. So yeah, but yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, like things are becoming more and more monolithic, and I'm actually really like, it's really interesting to see like how the gaming market has changed in the sense of if you see Epic Games, it's like a giant corporation that's spending a whole insane amount of money into like the Epic Game Store by giving away games for free, which is just insane. Like I don't know like how much money they're throwing out the door, but they're throwing a lot of money out the door to like, you know, have their store be a giant store on the PC platform. If you look at Microsoft, they're spending an insane amount of money on acquiring studios to like, you know, give themselves a better position in like the gaming market. I don't know what Sony's doing, but Sony will probably also be spending a whole lot of money, and that's just like, if these companies are spending so much money right now, that's because they're seeing a huge incentive in the future to you know, own a certain share of the market. And if that's the case, then it becomes a lot harder in the future for like upcomers to like enter a share of that market. Sony exclusives are just too spicy at the moment, while Microsoft are gambling on their purchases paying off in the long run. Like, yeah, but I do think that like their purchases will, in a sense, pay off. Like, if you just look at like a casual gamer that doesn't really look at like what kind of exclusives there are, like Sony has some good exclusives if you know where to look for them. But I think that like a lot of people don't really like, if I think of games exclusive that really call me to a platform, it's Nintendo. Like Nintendo with Mario, Nintendo with like Breath of the Wild, like that shit. Like everyone knows that Mario's on Nintendo, and like everyone's grown up with like Nintendo devices. Sony and PlayStation and Xbox, like they share so many games, and there is a lot of like good PlayStation exclusives, like Ghost of Tsushima for instance. But I don't know whether like a lot of mainstream people that aren't really into gaming, that just want to, you know, get into games, like play some games, which is a lot of the market. Like that's the market that, for instance, like the Nintendo DS covered. Like the Nintendo DS and the Wii were so successful because they covered the casual mainstream market that didn't know much about gaming. That they sold millions of those. So that's where like most of the appeal lays. That's where most of the market share lays. It's just those casual gamers. And I think that most of them are going to go for an Xbox if they just look at the value from Game Pass, and if they look at like, you know, the value that they get from their money, which honestly I'm not a big fan of, because like I don't like subscription services, because the money you put into a subscription service you're never going to get back. You don't own anything there, so that's kind of shit. But yeah, I like Sony more for like just being able to like, you know, preserve games. And I do think that like I'm kind of thinking that like the best way of playing games in an enthusiast way basically is to like buy solo games as physical copies like on like consoles, and then play like always online games on your computer. Like PC gaming should kind of be like online service games, so like PvP games or like live service games like Warframe, for instance, because like if these games go offline, like there's no way you can play them anymore. So there's no reason to have like a physical disc for something like Sea of Thieves or Overwatch, which both of those I have. There's no reason to have like a disc for Destiny 2, because if Destiny 2 servers are down, there's no way you can play anything of that game. However, like if you do have a disc for, what is it, for like the Spider-Man game or for like Nier Automata, like those are games which you can actually play. And like on Steam, like Steam so far has been alright, but like let's say that goes down one day, you don't have the disc at that point in time. So at the same time, what you do have as a benefit for a computer, you don't have to pay for like your online connectivity, which you do have to pay for on consoles, which is insane. So yeah. Anyway, so like that's kind of like the Microsoft acquisition kind of like makes like the gaming situation seem bleak. I do think that there may be like a little bit of a good thing, but it's a gamble. It's a big gamble, and I think that's a Steam Deck. I think the Steam Deck might be like a hope. And I don't want to attach like, you know, emotion towards like a product launch by another company, because like I don't think you should like put emotions towards like product launches and like whatever someone's trying to sell you. But I do think that like the Steam Deck has a really interesting position in the sense that it would be a PC console. It will be a console that runs just Steam on a PC, and it would be an entry for people to PC gaming. Like let's imagine people that would never consider buying a PC would now buy a Steam Deck. And then they discover like, hey, you know, I'm using Steam, which right now if I then turn on the computer, like I have that entire library on that computer as well. Like it's an introduction into PC gaming, and so hopefully the entire like hardware market like turns around and actually becomes like an affordable again, which right now it just completely isn't. It's like, it's still crazy. But if that's the case, then like this could be like an entryway for people into PC gaming, where it's like, oh hey, I don't actually need to pay up for, you know, using the internet, which I already pay for. Hey, I can actually like use my games across many different devices. Hey, like if I'm running this, I'm running Linux, and Linux is not Microsoft, and Linux is free, and Linux doesn't spy on me. Holy shit, this is actually a usable OS. I can actually like use this. Like, I think that the Steam Deck could be a very interesting way for like a lot for like a lot of goodness to come into, you know, the gaming market. If the Steam Deck manages to like get like a certain number, like a number of adoption rate that becomes like a serious thing that people consider, then it could like introduce people to Linux, and it could introduce people to like PC gaming, and increasing those like shares of the user market and making it a lot more mainstream could definitely have some benefits in the long run. But we'll have to see. Also, Blade Demon, how's it going? Steam Deck is the future the true laptop gamer? And I think it could be. It still has a lot of hurdles to cover, though, because if you look at the previous Steam devices that have come out, the Steam machines never took off. I've never seen a Steam machine in the wild, even though the Steam machine was supposed to be like the PC console, though I can kind of see why that failed, because like, why would you buy a PC console if you can build your own PC? It's like the PC console doesn't really work because PC hardware is constantly evolving, and at the time that the PC console, the Steam machine came out, was the time in which you could just build your own computer for like a reasonable amount of money. So there was no reason to like buy a standard computer configuration, which within a year would have been like outdated. Like that didn't work. That works for consoles because consoles are locked down to like a certain type of like, you can only play these games on there. It's like, it's a lockdown like hardware environment. Whereas with like computers, like you can go anywhere. So like if you had to choose between like a Steam machine, which like set like a set configuration from like a couple years back, or build your own computer for like similar amount of money, why would you not build your own computer for a similar amount of money? However, a Steam Deck definitely offers something new. It offers like this Nintendo Switch-like approach, like a portable PC gaming, basically, in a very interesting like form factor. So I think that definitely has a different an interesting edge on there. Also for like an insanely good price. I think that the pricing that they have for it is very, very reasonable, which is really cool. However, like the thing still is, it's like, even though like it looks pretty good, I still haven't played it. I don't know like what the hardware is like. I don't know what the experience is going to be like, but it needs to be marketed. People need to know about the Steam machine. Like, how many mainstream people are going to know about this, like the Steam Deck? Who knows? Who knows how widespread this will be adopted? Furthermore, like the Linux distribution that they're going to ship it with, how well is it going to run? How well is the experience going to be in like playing games on Linux? I think it could be good, but at the same time, Linus Tech Tips has just done like an overview of like gaming on Linux, like a series where they swapped entirely to Linux OS for like their daily device and try to play games on there. And not everything runs, not everything works. Even though anti-cheat right now has been confirmed to like kind of work, like most anti-cheats have like said like, yeah, we'll support Linux. It's still up to the individual games to support Linux. Like, how many games will do that? Like, a lot of games that have anti-cheats that will run on Linux do not support Linux. And it seems like the reason why they do it is because like there are so many different distros, there's so like it's such widespread, and there's so little users on these individual distros that there's no real reason to like put support and like development towards like building for that, supporting that, because there's so little users in all these distros that you're not going to get a return on that. However, the Steam Deck could throw that around where it's like, hey, you know, because so many people adopt the Steam Deck and the Steam Deck has like a certain distro on it, maybe now that becomes like the standard go-to gaming distro, and because of that, like what you have is that people like will support that more. But who knows? Who knows? It all hinges on like each other, where it's like if more people adopt, the more support that will be, the better the experience will be. But if the experience at the start is poor and then like not a lot of people adopt it, there's also not going to be, you know, that sort of thing. Linus fuck up his distro on installation, so take that. Take a steak with a grain of salt. I actually think that you shouldn't. I actually think that that's a very important thing in the sense of, if you know a lot about computers sort of thing, or like if you're familiar with Linux, then that might be something like, oh my god, how can you be so dumb? But like, I remember the very first time I used Linux, dude. Like, I was afraid of it. And like, I'm very familiar with computers, but I used Linux like, when was it, like 2018 or so? 2017, like I tried to use it for like running a server or something, and like I just did not know what I was doing, and like I had to be handheld by the entire like tutorial that I had in front of me to like do things, and like I wouldn't read shit either. So I think that for like the most mainstream people, who like if you're talking about like, hey, what kind of speeds do you want, like if I speak with most people who might want to buy a new phone or might want to have a new laptop, like if I'm asking them like, yeah, you know, what do you want your laptop to do, like, well, how much RAM do you need, or like they don't know. They're just saying like, yeah, I just want it to like be fast on startup. Yeah, I just want to like be able to like open up a tab, you know. Oh yeah, you know, I just wanted to be able to like play some games, like, but do you want like an integrated GPU? Do you not, like, I don't know. It's like a lot of people don't know, and I think that that is something to seriously keep in mind, that something like fucking up your like distro and installation is something which like a lot of like mainstream people could very well do. And that is something which is very important, and that's what I think which Linus Tech Tips has done right, where it's like they didn't like cut these things out when it did something insanely stupid, because that's just something that happened. So yeah, like I think that their take in that sense like is important. Because I think like it's something which I tended to do quite a lot. It's like overshadow the importance of like the mainstream market. It's like a lot of times I'm like, yeah, but like for people that really want to take this shit seriously, like this is important, you know, for what's it called? For enthusiasts, like they would care about this. Only the mainstream people don't care about this, but enthusiasts care about this. Look for instance at like the iPhone having like an insanely low resolution compared to like the rest of the phones out there. Look at like, I mean, the iPhone in general is the entire like homage to the mediocrity of the masses, where like every single iPhone model always has like outdated specs. Like they're always like so many years behind an Android. They always have less features. They always have less things, and they nickel and dime you for every single thing. They don't ship a charger. They don't ship a headphone jack. They don't ship like earphones or anything. However, it appeals to the masses because they don't care. And look at how well that shit is selling. Look, for instance, like the Nintendo Wii, when that thing came out, it didn't support HD video, it didn't support HDMI, it didn't really support like good network capabilities, and still it sold like crazy. Like the controllers weren't well made for people that enjoyed gaming, but they were well made for people to just understand that if I do this, it's like running. If I do this, it's like tennis, you know? They understood it. And because of that, like, it sold very well. But the Steam Deck already came pre-built, so probably it's less confusing than getting a random Linux distribution. I'm hoping on that too. Now, I'm hoping that, like, the Linux distribution that will be on the Steam Deck kind of becomes, like, this centralized point. Like, this decentralized thing where, like, this is the gaming distro. Because I think that what's kind of important with Linux is that like it becomes more clear as like what is a Linux distro that people use. I know that the entire thing with Linux is like the freedom and like freedom to choose, and I love that. However, when it comes to like game developers supporting things, supporting like supporting anti-cheats, for instance, or supporting like certain Linux distros, which like some distros run different than others, I think it's really important that like there is this thing where it's like this is the thing that's most commonly used, so you can support this. Because for instance, like you have the Among OS, like the Among Us OS. It's like, let's say only 3 people use that. Like which developer would spend like a certain amount of money, which would be an insane amount of money actually, for these 3 people to like support their OS? Like it's not really gonna work. Like they're not really gonna do it because they will have to like put developers on there that will have to like discover like in what way does this OS differ from the other OS? What kind of bugs do we have? What kind of things do we run in? Okay, so like this runs right now, and now we're gonna like send it out, and oh shit, there are like, you know, some issues. People submit support tickets because, you know, there's bugs that they run into because we couldn't QA test all of this, because if we QA test this for like a couple of hours, it's still like hours that we have to bill for all these people that are working on there. So like there is a cost into supporting an OS. So if there is like this OS, which is like the OS that's shipped with Steam Deck, if that's the thing that like millions of people adopt, let's say that this like unit ships like a couple million like units, and like a couple million people just join on this OS and use that like as their daily OS on which they game, then I can definitely see where it's like, hey, you know, we're gonna spend like so many hundreds or like so many thousands of dollars on like people like developing for this and supporting this, like, but we're gonna be able to use that to support like a user base of so many million. Like, then I think that that would definitely be a step forward. And then because Linux does have like this shared thing where like a lot of like these OS are branches of each other, if one is very well supported, then, you know, like I think that it would be easier to like kind of like branch that off into like, you know, supporting the other OSs as well. So I think that the Steam Deck definitely could be like a ray of hope into like this kind of like bleak gaming sphere, but at the same time, I don't think it's a guaranteed success. I think it's going to be really interesting to see like what it does. How does the gaming market adopt it? How does the like mainstream market adopt it? Like, will you be able to like soon buy just like a Steam Deck everywhere? Like, that's the big question. I'm really curious as to like what that development will look like. I'm really curious to see like how this will go forward. You shouldn't get a centralized distro. You need a core OS like Arch or Bungo. I don't think as a mainstream user. I have personally not tried Arch or Bungo. I have only tried Linux Mint and Ubuntu so far, and I think that like the reason why I think like a very like what I mean with a centralized OS is like one that's like recommended, that has like a large install base. I think that that's really important when it comes to like having support for things, because like the thing that I ran into when I tried to run like Linux Mint or Ubuntu is that I think like it works fine for a lot of things, but it doesn't work fine for the things that I need it with. So I can't use Linux right now for my production because like my capture cards are not supported, my my like software that I use are not supported, and there's no reason for like companies to support them, because they would have to, as I say, like spend a lot of money into supporting these things. Supporting like different OSs isn't like a free thing that you just turn off or on. It's like it's something which you like spend active like money into, like have people work onto. And if the OS is only used by like a small number of people, yeah, like why would companies do that? And yeah, like I do think that like if you want to tinker around with it, if you want to make your own, and like if you want to make sure that like, you know, if you know like a lot about computers, if you're very well versed with it, and you're very if you're very smart, if you're an enthusiast, like a PC enthusiast, like I think that they're like, it's really cool that you have these options. CoreOS is root where different distros are based from. Yeah, but like even like Rift branches, there is still like different things that fuck with things differently. So like things that work in Ubuntu may not work in Linux Mint, even though Linux Mint is like a branch of Ubuntu. And there's even like a branch of Linux Mint which is trying to like break free from Ubuntu and like rely more on Debian, which is like with all the with all the way the different OSs are, like they're still different in a way that if you're like, you're gonna run into bugs, you're gonna run into certain bugs when it comes to certain programs. Like you can't just support Linux. There's like, you have to support a certain distro, which like if you support this distro, it will probably work on these branches as well, but on all of them I don't think so. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm really curious about it. I don't think Linux is ready for like mainstream adoption yet in like full like OS, like mainstream OS thing, but I would love it for it to be, because like I'm not switching to the Windows 11. Windows 10 is where it's the end of the Windows journey for me. I've kind of hoped that Windows 8 would be the end of it. I didn't really want to switch to Windows 10, but when I saw that, you know, Linux didn't really work for me right now with the production setting, I felt like, okay, Windows 10 is just going to be the last. Windows 11 looks absolutely horrible to me. I'm not going to go there, but yeah, Windows 10 is where it will where it will end, unless they bring back a normal OS and not like an OS which is kind of like, you know, spying on you, like trying to connect to online and shit. It's like, dude, I just need my OS to be my OS. I need like an operating system that's trying to update all the time, all that sort of shit. But anyway, that is just like more like tech talk. Maybe it turned into a texture. Who knows? anyway. I think that, yeah, we streamed for about like 15 minutes, almost an hour. I think yeah. White Angel, dude, what's up, dude? How's it going? How you doing, man? How have you been? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You caught me just at the end of a topic, so good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, man. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. What have you been up to lately? What have you, let me see, what have you been streaming lately? Have you been streaming lately? Let me see. Ooh, GeoGuessr? Just chatting. Let's see. Oh, wait, these are from last year. Holy shit. Let's see. Oh, you're like past, or you're like previous broadcaster, just like from last year. Just finished some sports today. Oh, hell yeah, dude. What kind of sports do you do? You didn't get it's a core program OS, so you can have distros from that program, so you don't need to make every game for different distros. Would already have them as default on them. Oh, so basically because, like, you know, the branch OS like has core elements which are the same as the core OS, like it would work. I mean, as long as it like would be guaranteed to work. But then again, like you do have like my Linux knowledge is not very well versed, so like maybe like it's very well possible you know a lot more about Linux than me, so I could be mistaken here, right? But I do feel that like there is, even though things are branched of it, and like because like let's say Linux Mint is like made from Ubuntu, so things that work on Ubuntu are like very likely to work on like Linux Mint as well, because like Linux Mint is a branch of Ubuntu, and like if you go all the way down to like the core, like you can go to like the base OS where everything's branched off, and like basically that will make it work. I still think that there is like a lot of variability where I have found a lot of things where it's like this only works on like Ubuntu, for instance, and it doesn't work on Linux Mint, even though like this thing is based on that, but like there are changes in this OS that make it still slightly different. And I don't know how that works with games. But hey, like, if that's the way it works, then I hope they go for that. Let's see, I made some little things about my camera and microphone stuff I should bring to the next TennoCon. Damn, dude! I'm looking forward to see you cover the next TennoCon. I hope it's going to be this year. I'm not quite sure yet. It's a really weird timing right now, like with like conventions and opening things up. Right now, cases are soaring through the roof. We have never had as many COVID cases like in our country as like ever before. However, we're opening up because like apparently no one is really going to the hospital for it anymore. Not a lot of people are dying from it anymore. So they're kind of like, well, we're just going to open up. If this is the way it keeps up, if this is like what's going to happen, then we'll see. I found a nice case with a pre-cut protective film. So, like, what kind of camera and microphone do you have? Because, like, I actually, let me show you this. Hold on. This is... Oh, boy, that's a battery just fell. So, this is what I had with, for, like, TennoCon 2018. I had, like, the big camera for, like, TennoCon 2017, which was, like, horrid. So, let me see. Where's like the... Let's see. I should share some picture when everything is good. Oh, yeah, dude. For sure. So, let me see. So, I had... for, like, TennoCon 2017, I had bought I'd actually gotten this camera right here. Let me see if I can move this thing along. So, I'd gotten this camera right here, which is the camera I now use for, like, streaming. It's really rather big. Like, I don't know if I can, like, get a good shot of that. Maybe if I do like that. Hold on. So that thing right there. That was like TennoCon 2017. But the thing was with that, it's like it's got a horrible battery life of like about an hour or so because it's like seriously fucking big. And it's meant for more studio usage. Is that good? Is that a good setup? There we go. Lower maybe. Yeah, and then for like so like I used that then with like one of these, and we did like some interviews with them, which was a lot of fun. But like it wasn't really like the style of like the way I wanted to convey the what's it called the convention, because it was more like, you know, interviewing people, but you didn't really get a sense of like what was going on. So then for TennoCon 2018, I got this one, which like honestly I was quite happy with. This is like, you know, the standard vlog setup sort of thing, where you have like the DSLR like this, and then the Rode microphone up there, and you can kind of like vlog like this. I haven't tried like mirrorless cameras yet, but apparently like mirrorless cameras are taking over DSLRs. Maybe like that's something that I might want to go with, because this thing is rather heavy, especially for like a day's usage. But yeah, I have one on my Twitter at the moment, on my long thread about this. All right, but let me check out your Twitter. I recognize a bit TennoCon VIP 2018 stuff. Yeah, I think I took this one to TennoCon 2018 as well. on the VIP thing. I think I did. I don't think I made it. I finished on my video about it, but I did take this thing. Right now, I always take this thing with me. Though I also have this right here, like the GoPro. I'd say, well, if you go for like a good video quality, this thing is better still. If you just go for like good video and good audio, this thing is better. But if you go for something which is portable and actually still has insanely short video, 4K, this is 1080p, this is 4K. And if you just look at like what a smaller footprint this is compared to this, the audio on this sucks a lot more because you don't really have a good mic on it, and it's kind of like, you know, it's an integrated mic. This mic is better, even though I'm still not really happy with it. I think that, you know, something like this or something like that, which, like, hold on, I don't know if, yeah, you can see this one. This one is way better than that one, because this still goes over, like, 3.5mm, and this thing still has, like, a lot of static on it, which this thing doesn't, which I just love about it. However, if you're just going for, like, a clean picture, if you're going for, like, anything which, like, looks good, and you can, like, take anywhere, this thing. It's like, I've done a lot of, like, if I do, like, private videos where, like, hey, you know, I just want to, you know, cover my vacation or something, or I just want to, like, cover some sort of, like, event that we're doing with, like, friends or family, I take this thing, because this thing is just so much nicer to just get along. And this is also, like, a better camera in certain situations, because, like, if you come around with, like, a camera with a microphone there, you know, you're walking through, let's say, hey, you want to go to, if you go to TennoCon, you're probably going to go to the cinema, you're probably going to go to, the arcade, you're probably going to go to some restaurants, you're probably going to go to the Fox and the Fiddle. Like, there's a lot of fun things that you're going to do, but some of those are going to be, like, in public, and you don't really, like, maybe you don't really want to, like, walk around as though, you know, you're a YouTuber and you're, like, recording shit. Maybe you just want to be more casual and not have people look at you weird. Then this thing is a lot more appropriate, because people are not really going to mind if someone walks around with a GoPro, because it's kind of like, you can kind of hold that in your hand, kind of just be like, talk to people like that, and they're not really going to notice this as much. So yeah, found you on Discord, sent you a PM. Oh, cool. Yeah, I see it come in. Oh, damn, dude. Oh, shit, that looks really cool. Holy fuck. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. All right, let me go take a look. Dude, this is so cool. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let me grab this. Damn. That is a nice setup, dude. The gimbal, nice, nice, nice. GoPro, were made specifically to capture cool action scenes, so makes sense to have bad audio. I wouldn't say that the audio is, wow. I like the extra display on there. Dude, that is nice. Oh man, that is awesome. I've seen that Lumix before. I think that was one of those mirrorless cameras. Oh man. So, do you have, like, let's see if I can figure out which one that is. Hold on. Open image and new, the GX9. All right, Lumix GX9. Let's see here. X9, nice, nice, nice. Let's see. Do we have the Panasonic on original website? Let's see. That's a nice one. Let's see. Yeah, this is a mirrorless, which I really want to try. This thing is like a beast, apparently. Let's see. Do we have image gallery that we can see, like... I kind of want to see the features. But yeah, like, the audio on this isn't, like, bad, to be honest, Blue Demon. Like, the audio on the GoPro for, like, the small little thing that it is, it's pretty damn good. But when you have, when you want to make a video, basically, like, if you want to make a video for YouTube, you want things to be, like, perfect. So, like, audio specifically is something which is really hard to get right. And, like, with one of these, like, you'll notice a difference. Oh, man. Does that screen actually, like, fold around to the bottom? Like, this one folds around like this, but does that one fold around like that? If that does, that's pretty damn cool. Let's see. It's the best I found. I've grabbed it for 700 bucks with free optics. Damn, 4K 30 FPS. Nice. Oh, it's got like a pop-up. So like this was the first like vlog camera which I kind of got before I got like the this boy. This one is like, oh, this one's kind of like a step below this. It does have like the little like pop-up flash, which like I think is just really fun to play around with. This one just has the like flip-up screen to the top, but it doesn't really have the flip-up screen down the bottom. However, this one doesn't have an audio port. So this one only has, what's it called? Only has like USB and HDMI, so you can't really put a microphone up top. Let's see, you have a charge. Oh yeah, like the, oh damn, like dude, the USB charge is very nice. It's really, really nice, especially if you want to like cover things during like plane flights or something. You can charge it on the plane, you can charge it, like you can just take like one of these phone chargers or battery banks and you can just charge it. Like that is really, really nice. Having it be able to charge over like USB is like such a plus. We are the camera. External screen is filled with f6. Has very nice features. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see, so that's on that side. Okay, so like I don't think you have an audio port. Don't think it has a external audio, but so far it looks good, man. And then like DJI, like what's it called? The DJI like gimbal is really nice. Black Friday has made things good for this. It's cost me less than 140 bucks. Damn. Yeah, the screen is really nice. I've not really used like external screens because like I've always just kind of like relied on these. But yeah, it's really nice. Also like the gimbal. I only have this thing here. I don't think this is charged, but this is just for, this is like the only gimbal I've had so far. I don't think it's charged right now. There's no charge in this. But yeah, this is to hold up a phone, so if I want to like make videos with the phone, like I could do that. But Joseph, thank you so much for that follow, dude. Appreciate it. But yeah, this is more like, do I still have a phone around here somewhere? Yeah, here. Doesn't really hold up right now since like it's dead. But yeah, that one with the camera is so much. DJI is like such a good company in terms of what's it called? In terms of gimbals. But yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty insane. Like right now, it's not turned on, but like the thing with gimbals, it's like they're magical. They're absolutely magical. It's like you just hold it steady, and the thing like you can fuck around with it, and just like it just stays in one spot, which is crazy. Doesn't work right now though, because dead battery. But yeah. Dude, I'm really, really looking forward to it. Like, I'm really, really looking forward to, like, your coverage of TennoCon if it was gonna happen sooner or later. I really hope this year, but we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. There's also TwitchCon gonna be in Amsterdam. I'm really looking forward to that as well. But I don't know if it's gonna happen because COVID can take weird turns, and, I don't trust anything yet. I really don't trust anything just yet. It's weird, but yeah. It's a really nice setup. Also, I see, like, you get a really nice charger. Yeah, we'll see this year. If not, 2023 will be nice too. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Like, one thing which, like, I kind of forgot about, but I thought was really, really fun with, like, looking back at, like, TennoCon 2018. This is something which I, like, completely forgot. But how excited everyone was. So I don't know if I put it on that vlog then, TennoCon 2018, if we go to, yeah, I do have that here. It's just like this is something which like I think is, we kind of had that with Tenno VIP, but like you're really gonna have that with TennoCon. Just the entire like excitement of everything. Here.
Down on the ground in a piece of paper. Yeah. We're just gonna sit on the paper.
Hold on. So
was fucked up. I was like, Old War, okay, so we're gonna revisit, and then new, and I was like, bitches.
So this was after the. Hold on. So this right here was after the announcement of TennoCon 2018, the reveals.
Oh my god.
This is speculating.
It is crazy.
Which is this? Yeah, this is my TennoCon vlog for 2018. We can watch it right now because fuck it, I feel like it. Let me know if it's too loud. It might be too loud. Who thought the greatest invention of the 2010s is a stick holding a camera? I know, right?
Alright, so we are here at TennoCon 2018, and I thought that this will be a great moment right before the con starts to go over the little goodie bag. So we're starting out with the...
and this song is non-copyrighted anyway, so yeah, I know. Like, I mean, like, that's why, see, like, I got no problems here because I do my own things.
It says, welcome to
So I can watch
then,
it.
of course, we have the achievement card. We have all these syndicates fighting each
All
other
the
again.
goodie
So
things
if
you got.
Here, you got the...
By the way, fun little thing here
You get the card, you can get...
is, actually, I wasn't allowed to get in yet. fun little thing. The way that I got in is basically, when the con started, at the day of the convention, you had like the VIP dinner or the VIP breakfast. So in the morning, some people that were like invited or some people that paid a lot of money were allowed to have breakfast with the devs. And that's where like a lot of my friends went, but because a lot of my friends were invited, I never was. So like basically like I would drop them off at like 8:30, 8 or so. We'd go there. They would go ahead and have like breakfast, and I would be like, okay, what the hell am I gonna do now? So I just went to the con every single year. I've been there twice. Every year I did. I just went in and I said like, hey, yo, I'm VIP because I had the VIP badge from like the partner thing. I just showed that and I just walked in. First year that went perfectly. Second year, they were like, hold on, you're not allowed to enter yet. I was like, well, look, I'm VIP. I have the badge right here. And they're like, yeah, but like, you're not allowed to enter. I was like, well, you know, there's a room in the back, like the VIP room for like, you know, boyfriend partners, right? And he's like, yeah. So I need to go there because I need to get in. It's like, okay, well, go there. So yeah, oh yeah, that's in the back there. So yeah, not gonna lie, I already forgot you look like Joe Biden in this fit. No offense. What? I mean, like, I have aged a bit. That's for sure. But yeah, like that's like this right here was like very early in the morning. There was no one in the convention room yet, and you're gonna see that in a second. But like I just like grabbed like the goodie bag and then just like sat down and did this entire like spiel.
Achievements. I'm with Steel Meridian. So guys, I hope that you're doing a great job. Let's win that Focus Convergence Cup.
I didn't care about that.
Warframe pen. I lost mine last year, so I'm really glad that I have this one. Oh shit! We also have this, a Space Mom tattoo for if you want to show off your love to the Lotus. Which is like, why would you even want to show off your love to the Lotus now that she has left us? I tell you, Space Mom, you're no longer, you're blocked. And last but not least, we have
the Warframe t-shirt.
We have the TennoCon 2018 t-shirt. So this time it's all in green. We have the little logo on the side and then TennoCon 2018 on the back. Looks pretty cool.
It will come for you,
Let's
Blue
go take a
Demon.
look at what the con looks like when it's empty.
And this is because no one was in there yet. Like, no one was in there at all. They were still, like, doing their promo things.
Flying a drone inside TennoCon. I'm liking it.
Streamer booth right there. Frame Fighter. Dude, Frame Fighter was such a thing for you. Let's see, I still remember at the time I've literally had every syndicate hate me and try to kill me mission. Since 2018, you mentioned you mentioned about joining syndicates.
There we go. I'm gonna try my very first match of Frame Fighter. First though, I'll need to have someone to play against. We've seen it on Dev Stream, but how do we work?
This was literally because there was no one around, so I just asked like one of the volunteers there.
But this is like a special edition, like local multiplayer. So first you just like start, and then you can choose your character with this button, like choose whatever you want.
I can choose my own character. I can choose my own Warframe.
Yeah.
Following my family Jedi, I would look
Alright.
20 when I reach my
You look
40s.
fine.
Damn, you look young all the
We all
time.
know that Ash is trash, so we're not gonna pick Ash. I'm sorry, Rio, but we're not gonna do that. Oh yeah, this is.
Let's see, Frame Fighter was a small blast. It was indeed. For like the very short time, it was very overhyped, and then like it was introduced to the game and no one cared anymore.
All right, let's see. I should try the Luigi.
Nice, this one.
That's what. No, it's not there yet. Oh.
He probably let me win for sure. And this was later when people joined in. Writing things on the wall. Bite-sized, because that's the thing that the game loves the most.
Isn't it nice? Can I just be there all day?
We have 2 escape rooms. Which one do you want to sign you up for?
Both.
Both. What time?
In 10 minutes.
Alright, I'll sign you up as early as I can.
Okay.
And I'll add Mo to it, we'll just go with the 3
Okay.
of us. We did this last year, but Mo hasn't done it, so we're going to be the support crew. Mo's going to be our main leader.
It's failable.
It is failable.
We did fail this. We did complete it first, like easy first time around, but second time.
This is bullcrap. You just been watching me fail.
Well, there's some things a man just can't run away from.
Okay. I don't know what any of this is. Oh, I might need to forge something. Okay. So
You have to build a weapon.
hold it. I have to build a weapon.
Yeah, well, that's something they did with older game
I'm
modes.
building a weapon. Do I just put that up there? Is that what I do?
So, you got to find a weapon that you want to build, but you
Okay.
first need to know which resources you have that you can build. So we
To be
got
honest, we
those
kind of
resources.
failed Mo
Now,
here.
Rob is opening
I'm probably
that
gonna
up.
say sorry to him.
Fail, Rob.
Go from the inside to the outside.
Because honestly, we knew how this went.
We opened it!
Okay. Good job.
We got platinum in a rush.
We got platinum.
All right.
So platinum is there. No.
Did you? No, not yet. But we're waiting. So you already did this.
I've already hacked that. Did it
So
open something up?
something should open then.
Did it open something up?
There we go. Look at what we
got
got
resources.
Good job.
We got resources.
So we got to figure out what resources.
I am impressed.
Yeah, they look at League of Legends. They're making their own fighting game.
Look at you.
Okay, wait.
How do
Let's
you
see.
know? No, that's got it. No,
Connect it down.
Yeah, that's
This is going down.
no, that's the top one.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
It's not
look like
going-
there's
Damn.
Yeah, there's another one down there. So
Dude, we felt this hard.
Alright, what do you do with a
Also,
sword?
thanks for the
What do you
host.
do with- Give the sword to Mo. Give the sword to Mo. He got to
Figure
find
it
out
out.
what to do. What do you
What
do
do
with
you
the
do
sword?
when you get a sword?
What do you do when you get a sword? What do you
There's something
smack
very
with a sword?
conspicuous in this room.
I already apparently have data. Nice title. Thanks of it.
Oh, okay. So I smack this with the sword. Do I just hit it or do I stick it in there? What do I don't do that? Is that what I do?
Mm-hmm. Open that up.
Are we missing one resource? Oh, you have the resource.
It was kind of funny because it was the exact same escape room that we did the year before.
No, look at that.
So now you'll know, Blind Angel. Now you know if you're gonna do this. You know the escape room, or not entirely. You know parts of it.
Here, so that means
This is the one that fucks me up every time.
yeah.
Oh, now we failed it.
Jesus. Oh, I get it. Wait.
Do
I
it,
get
do
it.
it, do it.
No, I get it. Venus?
No, we failed.
Did we fail?
Oh.
I just figured it out. Look, you gotta hit. Yeah.
Alright, so you figured out this one?
I just figured it out. So you gotta click right there. You open it up.
Yeah, you can just go straight up.
Yeah, and there's the lotto in there.
Here's the ladder. So I passed with flying colors. I would like to let you know.
All right, let's just check my lie detector is installed in my hand. Beep,
Yeah.
beep, 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 beep,
Okay.
beep, 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 beep.
Here's what happened. It starts with see what happened.
All right.
So see what happened was I got to the last point, which is the star map,
Oh yeah.
and I figured it out right at the last moment, and I would have finished it if I didn't have all these weights carrying me down. Like, oh no.
He's innocent.
Your downfall in the escape room is because of the people holding these
Clear.
cameras.
Yeah.
That's
I
at
see
least
how it is.
No. We were the thick
I helped
here.
design this weekend.
Rob, did we complete it last year?
We completed it
Mark
last
pulled us
year.
down. We are
We
the thick
completed it
here.
last year.
Okay, so after the Twitch move.
Oh yeah, I'm Rob at this time. Did I include the other escape room?
We'll be there.
I'm not quite sure. I might not have. We also did another one, but we also failed that. But that was a new one. It's like a Fortuna, or no?
Keybind's interesting.
Yep.
Is that wrong? Hi.
I can actually,
Running late as always.
go and grab you.
How tall are you?
That webcam.
How-
that's on top,
how tall
and
I
then
am.
Focus on your keyboard and then like
I
make
know.
the keybinds a fit.
The booth is like in
Just
the middle
guess,
of the
I mean.
area.
Yeah.
So we gotta go there.
Yep.
Make it happen.
I'm apparently taller than like most people there, which is weird because like I'm not the tallest here in Holland, which is strange. But apparently people in Canada don't tend to be 2 meters long.
How did I even get there?
So like Aiden like left at the same time as like
Use the doors on the side. For any of those, your game is not muted. However, your
us and he
mic
was like
is.
way
So when
earlier.
you're ready to stream, just hit this mic button right here. You can see it says mic, so just unclick that, and then you should be able to talk freely. It should sit here. Just when you're ready to stream, just hit that and click AGGP, and that'll have your overlay for game input.
Does this save my keybinds to you? No.
No. No, it doesn't.
To be honest, this was kind of fun.
What is the DPI on this mouse?
So Rob doing keybinds. Honestly, maybe like that was something maybe I would have wanted to do at the TennoCon as well at some point, but yeah.
I think.
At the same time, it's also fun to just like go around and just like have the entire day to yourself, not needing to stream necessarily.
This is the button, which is the button.
There. There you go.
Oh shoot! I can hear myself. That is really creepy. Hey. Oh my god.
So then we had like this signing. I thought you were A180, but damn, you're taller than that. I am taller than that.
Doing today. Hi, chat. Chat is the right place.
So then we did like the signing. The signing was the weirdest shit ever, right? Like the year before that, but this year as well, it's like signing things was crazy. Just sitting there for half an hour, like signing things away.
That was the signing. Met a great bunch of people. Absolutely lovely. If you guys were there and saw me, thank you so much for showing up. Now it is time for Tenno Live. Are these our seats here?
Tenno Live.
You get to sit downstairs outside.
I'll see you next year. Oh, no, I'm just thinking that I'm just gonna take a seat right here. Oh yeah, that's good. That's perfect. So the time till Tenno Live is now exactly 30 minutes, and you can see that some people have taken notice.
Some people came in. It was kind of funny to just like see everyone come in. They were moving like these walls behind there. I think for acoustics or something. Not quite sure.
They're adding chairs. I don't know where they're being added though. Thank you. Trying to go. Thank you.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna put the partner seating down on the ground in a piece of paper.
Yeah.
We're just gonna sit on the paper.
All right, everyone ready to just sit on the ground?
All right, yeah, awesome.
I'm down for that.
I like to tell the way I like my credits, arranged in neatly rows.
Damn, dude, conventions, man. I feel like such a long time ago.
That's so
Yeah. Exciting.
To be honest, I'm really curious how I would like do this today.
All right, here we are.
How would I vlog this today? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Caleb, excited?
Man, I just cannot believe this. I'm to front row seats as well. It's crazy.
GeForce
Bo,
GTX
you ready?
1060.
Yeah, that seems good.
All right, let's do this. Yes! Yes! Yes!
To be honest, it's kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of got carried away in the moment because like it's a very carried away thing. Because like if you have an entire like room of hundreds of people just like shouting and like being insane, like yeah, like that sort of shit, it's like it kind of carries you with it. At the same time, I kind of had this goal where I was like, hey, I know last year they did like a highlights video of the convention. I knew there was like a guy with actually pretty much like the camera that that White Angel has, like maybe a little bit less advanced. Like White Angel has like a really good shit, but like he had a pretty nice setup too. And I knew that he was working for DE, and like they were like shooting like these little like reels. So I was like, if I just go like super excited, super like so yeah, like what will happen? You know, maybe I'll show up in the highlights. I did show up in the highlight video, which I thought was really fun. It was just like a test. Like, what if I do this? What will happen then? But like I do have like 45 minutes of me just being just shouting my voice out. Next day I was like completely, my voice was gone as well, but you know, it's something to do. Ariel says this is kind of cute, I have to admit. But this shit was so much fun, just like theorizing afterwards, like what will this be, all that stuff.
Oh my god, this is insane.
Yeah, man. What do you think? What do you think?
The last switch up was fucked up. I was like, old war, okay, so we're gonna revisit, and then new, and I was like, bitches.
This is 2018, by the way. It came out 2021, by the way.
I feel like they're jabbing.
Oh my god. It is crazy here.
Yeah, no, that was.
But yeah, like look at how close everyone. But also this shit here, like look at how excited we both are. Like this shit, dude. This is what I feel like. You know, the mood. You never get that. Not in the com.
I got no voice anymore.
Like, from fucking surface of Venus into the atmosphere, just space in one thing, no loading screen.
Back when we thought Railjack was gonna be fun, like super fun, like this insanely thing that like everyone would love. Then it took like a couple years to come out, but yeah.
As you can, and then you go into space. What? What?
Bunch of nerds getting excited, it's so fun. I know.
That's insane.
And the fun thing was that like me and Bife, we'd only met up like once before at like what is it, PAX East. That's the first time like someone introduced me to him, and like beyond that, like we never really interact much, but like this was like, I don't know, dude. It was so fun because like we were both on that same level of excitement. It was like, oh yeah. BabsCon is so entertaining in the Destiny community today.
Oh my god, never in a million fucking years would I have imagined that coming out of this.
We make very good game. We give you very good game.
It was pretty amazing.
But it's almost kind of like when you put in the love, you get the love back, then you give back the love. Yeah. And you can tell that whatever they put their hands into, it's something that they care about, like intensely.
Are you going to make videos? What's your plan?
I'm going to go back, I'm going to make some videos right now.
I'm going to follow you.
You're not going to use my computer.
I am going to use your computer.
No one made videos, by the way. Like we did go back to like the hotel room, and we just kind of like chilled, and we just did nothing. And I was also, oh shit, we're late. That's literally what happened. I don't know if I have this here on the
I'm
camera.
you because you got a good one.
I've got your skit. I haven't bought it yet.
Actually, I'll take my microphone with me, so that you guys can use it as well. And we'll just like
keep your ear, because I think they're doing something. They might do something for partners,
like in an hour we'll have the after party.
Give an after party. You can help me with that.
Yeah, they've already booked out private things.
Let's get back. I'll see you guys later. There are videos to make. There's stuff to do.
Everyone was always like, oh yeah, we're right now in a hotel. Like everyone was so like, this by the way was also something which is like so good about these conventions. It would just get me stoked to make more content, because like you were there, like the moment that like there was like this thing where it's like, where it's like, oh boy, like new content is dropping. It was like for everyone, was like, oh shit, I'm gonna make videos right now in my hotel room. I'm gonna stay up all night. No one did it, but everyone felt stoked to. Everyone felt just hyped. You remember the stream? Yeah, like I'll share it in a moment. That was the year before.
I can't describe it in words. Look at everyone that's going out right now. What a 10 Alive 2018. Guys, thank you so much for joining in to TennoCon. TennoCon 2018, guys. It's been a blast.
Just the excitement, dude. Everyone here.
Oh my god, I really want the space fights. I'm super excited for that.
It's crazy, right?
It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, I can't wait to do boarding party. I am ready for that multi-ship.
Oh. And it's all in one mission.
Yeah.
It's all in one mission. Remember that? All in one mission. Yeah, we thought it was gonna be like an open world sort of thing. And yeah, then we just turned to be like 1.5 hours late because we were just chilling in the hotel doing nothing. I just find this memorable and a tad bit heartwarming. This is what I loved about conventions. Like seriously, like for all the drama that was like in the Warframe community and all the like, you know, dumb shit that it was, it's like this shit was so worth it. Like for me, this is like my revitalizer. I love this. I've been missing this for like the past 3 years. It's so sad, in a sense.
I just did not realize
this shit I loved. This was like
so late.
This justified every single hour of content creation.
The party started 1.5 hours ago. Dude, Tenno Live started at 6 p.m.
I know, I forgot.
You were still on your freaking Cali time?
Well, that's what my laptop was actually saying. It was saying it was 6. And
your laptop is on Cali time!
No, but I assume that laptops, like look, like my watch automatically changed. I didn't do anything to that.
Yeah, but laptops didn't do that.
We made the shots first.
So yeah, this was pretty fun, then. Oh great, it started to rain. Oh man. But yeah, like something which like I just like something which I feel like is both heartwarming and also made like heart-wrenching at the same time was just like seeing how like everyone just vibed together, and then outside of that, like so they would have drama and shit, and then like also just seeing like how fun it was to interact back then, like how fun it was to interact with like the people at DE, and then just seeing like how like later on like our relationship turned out. That is so sad because like this shit looked so much fun. But yeah, let me find the stream. It's like on Defton's channel. That shit was so much fun. Like this right here is like one of my greatest memories with them, dude. Let's see, sort by I think it's like one of his most popular videos, or not. Let me see. T Defton TennoCon. TennoCon? Yeah, there we go. this right here was like so much fun. Like,
Is he putting on? Oh.
this is also pretty funny because like this is the very first time like I'd ever like seen anyone stream to YouTube, and like I knew Defton, but I didn't really watch much of his content. I remember he turned on the stream, like everyone's chatting. I was like, shit, dude. Like back then I didn't stream all that much myself. Like this was 2017, so I don't done like half a year of live streaming basically. So just to see like everyone come live and like just have this moment, I was like, dude, live streaming is lit, dude. I want to do more of this.
I thought you were gonna put on the other thing, dude.
What other thing?
The thong.
But this aspect ratio, dude.
I was like that's so boring.
Putting that on your stream. It's going on my stream.
Okay. No, okay. So apparently I'm going vertical.
But yeah, this was funny, dude.
Oh, they locked you? You have to go the other way.
Yeah, I know I have to
Everyone
go
was
the other way,
so
but
far,
no,
so tired and so far gone. It was
It's the
legit.
Yeah, it is the meta. The vertical is the meta. So, oh yeah, that's true. Okay, we're not drinking. Guys.
Cole was not allowed to drink at that point,
Well,
which was so
he's
funny.
definitely not drinking.
I'm not. Oh, see, the thing is, Shell here.
Dude, I was so tired here. I was like,
He's a sweet boy. Good child.
I know what we
Everyone loves his favorite card.
God, I was so gone. I was so tired.
Hey, Cole.
How are you doing, McGay?
Cole.
Yes.
Mother phone said you're a fag.
Who's it? Mother phone?
Mother phone.
First off.
See, this is so much fun, dude. I love this. I wish we could like. I wish we could have this back. Conventions need to return.
What's going on, everyone? This is Rob. Well, you should know him. That's Cole.
Who's Rob?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
No, he's me.
Who the fuck?
Why?
Okay, somebody just asked what's going on. Okay, so we
don't know.
We don't know what's happening, to be honest. Where's the? Oh yeah, where's the burp? Where's the burp? No, oh my God, no. Okay, so
I like that I know that. That's my.
Yeah, dude. Like, look, my people don't just watch me. They watch you. They watch Rob. They watch you. Well, I mean, they watch a bunch of people. Okay, so we just finished.
The water tap's still running.
Finished up.
What the fuck?
Everybody. Yeah, we just finished the after party.
D.
That
hung out
was
with
fun.
us. What else did we do?
Oh, guys, I got some
creepy
exclusive
taxi
news.
driver, real creepy taxi driver, fucking wanted to rape us, 80s plus, and
The after party.
yeah.
80s plus.
Why'd you just leave the?
I give it a 3. How drunk are you guys? We're actually.
Rob did it.
We're not that drunk, okay? We're not drunk. Nobody's drunk. We're we're just
We're high on life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're totally high on life.
Yeah, that's what a drunk guy was. Dude, they were far
yeah.
gone.
Some of them do.
They were
Yes,
far gone.
dude.
So to give you a bit of context, like we first had what was it called? We first had like TennoCon, which went on like just what you saw with 2018, but we had that in 2017 as well. Then what we had is then like there was this after party, which was just, like they rented like an entire like restaurant on top of a roof, and like there was like food and drinks and all that sort of stuff. And before that, like Rob and Cole actually went out to like we actually went out to like get some drinks to like get this party started beforehand, but they didn't tell us. So Rob just gave me his hotel key card and he was like, okay, here it is. And then they fucked off. They just literally like me and Destin came up to his hotel room, or like his hotel, and then like he just came out. He's like, oh, here's my hotel key card, take it. And then he got into like a cab with Cole, and then they just went off. Like, and we didn't see them anywhere. And it's like, okay, so I guess they're going to like the after party location. So me and Defton just joined another like bunch of creators, like I think Greats and like Broseam and so, in like other cabs to go to the what's it called, to go to the after party location. But then like they didn't go to the after party location. They actually went out to what's it called? They actually went out to like get some drinks, and then they went to go back to the hotel room, but we were gone already. So like, and we had the hotel key card, so they didn't have any way to access inside. So they got mad, and we had to go back and all that sort of stuff. Then we had the entire after party, and this was like late at night, far past midnight or so. That we actually went out to like go back to hotels to Rob's hotel room, and then just like with like everyone that came in, just like sit down and like fear as I just passed out like halfway through. At least you guys didn't embarrass yourself like I did on vacation, right? Right? Actually, I think like a lot of this shit was kind of embarrassing. Like if I look at me now, dude, like a lot of my shit is so cringe, dude. But it's like it's kind of like a like, oh man, like I was young, kind of cringe, but dude, I wish I could go back to this, man. It was so fun.
Trust me. Look, I mean, I'm fine. Okay. Honestly, I didn't have that much to drink. I'm fine.
You had like a beer.
Yeah, no, I had 2 beers and.
How old were you back then? Back then, I was God, 18, I think. I think so. 2017. So that's like, no, 19. Yeah, 19. Back then I was still 19, almost 20. And Cole was, I think, 18, and Defton was also 18. Like, the thing which the first time I had one beer, I couldn't feel my legs. Damn, dude. But, that's how I know you got old. You cringe at your past self. I mean, like, I've always cringed at my past self in videos because, like, I see things which I'm doing wrong and shit. Like, dude, the fact, like, also, like, there's a part of me that's, like, looking at myself being tired as fuck right there and just being, and just standing there a little bit, like that. Like, I'm standing like that because I was tired as fuck. But I'm still like, dude, this was the time where you're like, this is actually the only time that me, Cole, and Defton like met up with the 3 of us. I have never ever seen Defton and Cole like IRL outside of like these 1 or 2 days, which is insane because like, dude, like it, like the vibes that we had for like how little like the vibes that we had for like how little we actually like engaged with each other were like insanely good. It's like, I'm so sad, dude. I'm so sad that we didn't have more conventions like this.
Yeah,
but I'm so glad this stream is here.
Get ice on.
Yeah, like this guy literally smashed ice on the fucking table.
Look, see.
It was so fun, dude.
Okay, I can barely tell Defton. Also, Jamal's the one that. How was the after party? The after party was fun. Yeah, I mean, we got.
Once again, a highlight.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, the East App was drunk.
Seeing DE away from what they actually are is good.
Yeah.
It's more real.
Yeah, honestly, they're
what was I doing there, dude?
Yeah. They're great people.
Like, look at that. I'm just like digging in my bag. I'm tired as fuck, dude. Holy shit.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of a spoiler. Well, not really a spoiler, but a little bit of some news. Okay.
I'm getting married, bitches.
Will you marry me?
Cole.
And then quickly.
I'd like to ask a question.
God damn, dude.
No, okay, so the new.
What's that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Frozen.
Who else do you have? Oh yeah, it's probably Frozen. Okay, we have Frozen balls in here too. I think that's Frozen balls.
This looks like a post-rap party. It was.
The news is that you know the big reveal. The big reveal was that we're streaming. Yeah. So the big reveal was that, oh hey, look, it's Mogamu. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. It's Mogamu. Hey Mogamu.
Wait, Discord is down, really?
Okay, wait, let me flip the camera quick. Okay, so the big reveal, well, not the big reveal. The news is that, you know the big reveal, the day-night cycle and everything like that?
Dude, like, I fucking love, like, the thing which I also love was, like, the entire vibe was so fucking fun. Like, this shit where it's like, oh my god, it's Mogamu API. I was like, what am I supposed to do with my life now? Watch like old Tenocon shit, like we're doing right now.
It's Mogamu. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. It's Mogamu. Hey Mogamu. Hey. Okay, wait, let me flip the camera quick. Okay, so the big.
By the way, hold on. Like, what timestamp is that? Dude, I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna make this a sound effect. If Mogamu ever joins the stream, like, I'm gonna play this because this shit is legit.
The news is that. You know the big reveal, the day-night cycle, and everything like that. So the entire like day cycle of like this new planet is basically done. It's ready to be shipped. You know, it's good to go. What we're waiting on.
What?
Yeah, it's ready. Exactly.
But yeah, like this is also something which it's the rain. The rain is bringing Discord down. So like this is also something which what new planet are they talking about? We were talking about the plains of Eidolon. We were talking about the plains of Eidolon, which is like the hot new thing in what's it called in Warframe at that point in time, 2017. But the thing which I think was also quite fun, like if I look back at this right now, is that like we also had this like naivety about like the importance of things. So like back then I really thought that YouTube and Twitch was very important, that every live stream was very important, that like every new update was very important. I miss fishing in the plains, to be honest with you. How underwhelming the day and night system was. It just turns dark and it turns light at a certain point in time. But yeah, like see, like that is something where like the thing which I mean with that is like the fact that like Defton is like, I mean like I was like that too. It's like dude, like I have big news, man. I have super big news. I already know about this. No one else knows about this but you and Nini, and I'm just gonna tell you the big news. And that is that the day and night system works. It already works, dude. Can you believe that? It's like this morning I woke up and I thought that the world was exactly, but now I know the day and night system works. It's like there's like new knowledge bestowed upon me. It's like, dude, it's not really all that important. It's like, it's just like a game that's like, they have a prototype where like a day-night version works, where like sometimes it turns light and sometimes it turns dark. To be honest, like that's not something where like you would be like, oh my god, it's super important. But like that's something back then which like I was super excited about. And that's also what I had when it came to when it came with like YouTube and stuff. Like the fact that we were chilling there with like a bunch of Warframe YouTubers and like Defton was streaming it. It felt like, oh my god, this is so important, and I gotta like be on my best, and I gotta, I kind of had this vibe, like, we, like, it's important, and I can't mess up on stream, and, like, to be honest, like, right now, I'm just kind of like, dude, like, making videos is fun. Doing streams is fun, It's just about chilling, dude. And, like, we should just have a good time, and who the fuck cares? Like, because, to be honest, like, the Warframe community is kind of small, and, like, the amount of subscribers that YouTubers here have is kind of small, so even if it's big, like, it doesn't matter. It's just still chilling. And that's something which, like, I do kind of hate from, like, what I have back then, like, looking back, where, like, I did feel, even though I really had like all these people like I consider my friends, I did have like the moment of stream when I was like, oh my god, it's kind of like important and shit. I had too much importance on things which like I don't feel are important now anymore. But yeah, I would fish there now, but the aftermath of the war messed up my vibes already. Damn. I wish for the orb martyr would be randomly walking in the palace like the demon and stuff, chilling on the region. Yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah, fun and Warframe.
It's not going to be shipped, but it is ready.
They don't always do the best
but
thing.
What they're working on now is the night cycle with
guys,
the
look,
hard enemies and with the hard enemies and like sentience and stuff like that.
See, that's a joke which I think fell flat. I'm not
they
quite
really
sure.
learned from the war within, and how everybody backlashed from that, and they are like really learning from that, and now they're coming in and they're doing things properly, basically.
What are they learning
they're
from?
saying things on time, like at the right particular times.
On time, new war. 3 years. On time.
When they're already done. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not an adult, dude.
Rambling. How deaf, Tim.
I can't.
You're making me go deaf. You're making me tell you
Periscope.
You're making me go
I'm not
deaf.
Periscope, I'm actually
Oh,
on
that was.
YouTube. I'm YouTube Live. Yeah, that's where I normally stream. So.
Yeah. Well, if you were periscoping, I was going to turn around and say, he's touched me in the wrong way.
Hey, guess what? I got you a new sub.
Oh, did you?
You're freaking welcome.
Oh,
you're welcome, man.
I got you a new sub.
Look out for him. He's
I like that shit, dude. Sounds like bullshit. They didn't learn shit.
Good to meet you as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never had a chance to meet you.
Absolutely.
So nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, you too, man.
See, it's like, it's so, dude, again, it's like, it's so funny. It's like, there's drunken after party shit where it's like, you're just standing next to each other, and it's just like, yo, man, it was so nice to meet you, dude. It was so nice to see you, dude. I'm so glad I get to see you. Dude, oh my god, it was such a nice vibe afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, I need to get my totally not alcohol. I need to get my totally not alcohol, okay? DK needs to be here too, apparently, but no, DK's...
No, DK
DK's
left the
leaving,
next day.
Tomorrow at like 4 a.m., so he's not gonna be with us.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can I get some Coke or something?
Wait. People were like...
3 years
not
later,
white.
every,
Who, me?
everyone attacking each other.
So fucking white.
Apparently, well, I think everybody just assumes a British accent is just automatically white.
You
So
motherfuckers are expecting a poo, aren't you?
Expecting
Thank you, come again. That's exactly what you fuckers are expecting.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
told me that they thought I was white too.
Well,
Oh, somebody said DK was with Shy. No, no, he's not. I hope not.
Well, the most prevalent thing is either I'm Jamaican or Irish.
Jamaican or Irish, really?
Jamaican or Irish. That's what people think I am. I'm neither of them, you fuckers. I'm Indian.
This shit was funny, by the way, because like
I don't know, man.
in a moment you'll see like Rob and Cole like cheers,
I don't
and
think
This is definitely not coffee.
it's not coffee. This isn't just soda. It is.
and
just
like they
soda,
were
I
making
mean.
this really big deal. Like Rob and Cole are not drinking.
Somebody
We're not
retracted a
drinking.
message.
To a fucking good night.
How the fuck do people think he's Irish? I don't know, dude. Like honestly, I've had people like before I did like before I showed my face on videos and stuff. Like I even had people like come at me and speculated I was different like nationalities and ethnicities and shit. I was like, dude, what the fuck? But yeah, it's like sometimes
Honestly,
people get a weird idea.
Absolutely.
Really, really good.
But yeah, this shit was really, really funny here because Rob and Cole were the entire time saying, "We're not drinking, we are not drinking." Okay, they were very, very adamant that they were not drinking, alcohol. And then like we're here and like look at this moment, like it came out of nowhere. I was not anticipating it. And like to me, it looked like I know right now they had alcohol in a chaser. I thought they had 2 just alcoholic beverages. So like when I saw this, it was so funny, dude.
Absolutely, you don't have.
Like just look at this.
But I cheer with you. But
Look.
You guys have 2 fucking things.
Oh
Okay,
this shit was
just asking on a scale of 1 to 10, how high is everyone?
This shit was so funny. It's just like the entire time they were saying like we're not drinking. And out of nowhere they get 2 cups and it just like cheers, and it's like throw it down, dude. It was like so fucking funny. It was so good.
You guys have 2 fucking things.
Oh my god.
Okay, somebody just asking on a scale of 1 to 10, how high is everyone? No one's high.
How's a rap?
No one's
How's it
high.
going, man?
Yeah.
No one is
I
high.
actually don't do drugs at all. I don't know.
Dude, this is fucked. This is fucking fucked. On a scale of 1 to 10, how high are you? And Dev's just replies like, no, we're not. Listen, what did he say?
No one's high.
No one's high. Yeah.
I actually don't do drugs at all. I mean, I don't know.
This is so fucked. Let's go 1 to 10 higher. No one's high right here. No. Actually, so I actually don't do drugs. I mean, I don't know. This is so fucked. It was. Man, I've missed a fucked up night like this, dude. I've really fucking missed this shit. No one's high, just pissed drunk. It's so funny, dude. Oh man, like, oh, this is gold.
I played, but nothing's been like good enough to really matter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, listen, you know what's better than drugs? A good old
Life. Life, kids, and you'll be just fine.
I hate that this was like recorded in vertical though.
That's good advice.
I should have streamed myself, dude.
AGGP. Oh yeah, you can't really see him because it's out of focus, but you know I can't fix that. It's out of focus, so they can't see you. I can't fix it. You know, I just have to get closer.
How it is. Oh, why you guys?
That's how close I have to get in order to see it, dude.
The time Rob must say. I mean, Rob definitely went through a journey on his own, and that was a time in which like we were pretty like close together in the sense of like we would be like hanging out quite a bit. However, like at a certain point in time, he just completely went off track in the sense of like we never spoke with each other again. Like I don't know, he just kind of like I don't know what happened to him, but he quit making videos, which I think for him was for the better. But I don't know what he's up to now.
Dude,
It was really fun back then. Like we fight very well.
What about drunk? Yes. Well, we're not drunk. Not yet. Well, yeah. Actually,
I've maintained a good steady
Rob and Cole have been.
I gotta ask.
Have been drinking.
You guys have to drink.
They've had quite a
Cole
bit.
hasn't been drinking.
Oh, you know what? That's fucked up. So.
Oh yeah. Cole hasn't been drinking. Sorry. Continue.
I've had about I think 4 shots when you weren't drinking, and then the funniest part was when we went to the bar with freaking
Glenn is a bad fucking influence on me. I've had 13 double shots of what was it, Crown Royale, and now I'm having fucking rum here as well. I've had a lot.
Rum is like
The question mark after 4 drinks now. I know, right? It was
I'm
such.
good, though, that's what I'm
Dude,
saying.
I miss conventions, dude.
He went up there to the bar, took fucking forever, and he was like, "Well, I'm enjoying the view," and he was looking at one of the bartenders. I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" So 2 minutes later, 2 minutes, like literally, because we were waiting for so long, I had the guy making 2 drinks for somebody else, making 2 drinks for me and Cole, and I fucking left to give Cole the drinks, and he had. That's when you came out to go get me the shots. Because it took him so long. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get my own drinks made.
Yeah, what happened there?
Dude.
Why was it so long? Was it just a big line?
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
There was a lot of people, but why did I get my
Goddamn
drinks before
fridge
Glenn?
race.
I'm gonna tell you that because somebody gave me their tickets. I was like, hi. And they're like, here you go, my tickets. I was like, bro,
Well, Taylor gave me her
Yeah.
tickets. Rebecca gave me her tickets. They're like, you know.
That's Mogamu.
What the fuck, dude? I should clip this and send this to Mo.
Taylor gave me her tickets. Rebecca gave me her tickets. They're like, you know.
That's Mogamu.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking okay, so yeah, I'm gonna clip. What time is this, dude? I need to find the timestamp of this shit. This is about 10 minutes in or so. Let me see, dude. 10:48. All right, I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna send this to Mo. That's Mogamu.
Hi, Mogamu. Yeah, actually, no, that's Mogamu. That's Mogamu. I was lying. This is MCIK. This is Mogamu.
Hey guys, this is Magamu.
It's so
So, the way you build your weapon is first you gotta.
This is how you have to build your weapon.
Oh, you
right?
have to build your weapon. Oh my god, dude.
Installing.
Anyway, dude. Oh my god.
He was like, I'm not sure.
There is something. Anyway, let me just let's kind of leave it at that because like I don't want to watch the entire stream there. But my god, dude. So, what, Angel? If you're thinking of going to a convention, I hope you're going. I hope you're going to TennoCon, dude. I kind of wish like I could go to TennoCon again. I don't know if I would. Like right now, of course, we have Corona, but like I don't know, like if it lifts. It's like, I went there 2018. 2018 was fun. Also, why am I holding this microphone as though like I'm interviewing you? It's like, what do you think? Maybe I should just like, hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a brand new stream. What do you think? I think I may have found the answer to your stepsister dysfunction. Oh, you mean like why we weren't able to get like the Sisters of Parvos? Oh, why? But yeah. Anyway, why? I never could anyway. Yeah, like the thing which I have right now is like the first year was a lot of fun. Like seriously, this was like the best thing I've ever done. Well, not the best thing I've ever done, but it was a good thing which I've done. Then the second year was fun as well. However, at that time, I have done the Call of the Temper Stari because you needed to do that for what's it called? You needed to do that for the like Warframe, the new war, right? I would love to go to a keyboard meetup, mechanical keyboard nerd convention basically one day, but the big ones are often overseas and definitely out of the question now. Definitely right now, yep. But like the thing for me as well, don't think so. I mean, you had to do that for the new war, right? To Call of the Tempestari. I think so because like I looked at that quest and was like it said you had to do the Call of the Tempestari. It's like I don't know if I've done that, but like I was able to do new war. But maybe I'll check tomorrow and we'll see if we can if I still need to do that. But yeah. Like the thing which I had when it came to what's it called? When it came to like when it came to TennoCon, so the first year was a banger. The first year was fantastic. There were some things which I could have done better for sure, but like at the same time, it was like a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. However, what I did have when it came to like the second year is that at that point in time, like there were a bunch of cool people there, but like no one that I really fight with as much as like Defton and Cole. Like at that time with Defton and Cole and Rob, like we really fight well together. And then the next year I was going, I hung out a lot with like Rob and Mogamu, and Rob was like, he was very much like, hey, I just want to like get some things done, and like he was very much focused on like, we need to get this done. He hosted his own meetup, like his own fan meetup, so he was like very concerned with that. It wasn't like, yo, let's chill, let's have fun here, let's like get drunk and like do dumb silly shit. It was more like, okay, let's do this as like a business thing. Let's do this as a business thing where like, hey, you know, we're gonna be vlogging this, we're gonna be making videos here, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do. It was very much like go for your schedule, and Mo was there as well. And it was fun hanging out with him, but at the same time, he was kind of like he wasn't really vibing with Warframe all that well, which like I kind of experienced the years afterwards. So like, if you're not really vibing with the game anymore, it's really hard to like be really vibing with like the community there, or like be vibing like, oh my god, it's so insane, I'm so excited. You're just kind of there like, yeah, dude, it's kind of cool, but so like that's something which like that is something which like I'm kind of. I don't know if I can recreate that, because right now, like, Cole and Defton have stopped making content, so I would not be able to, like, chill out with them. And at the same time, it's like, so, like, who would go to a tenor? Like, yeah. I don't think, like, from that original gang that we had there, anyone would go to a TennoCon again. And I'm not as active in the Warframe community, nor will I be again, that, like, I will be able to, you know, do that sort of thing again. I don't know. So yeah, maybe TwitchCon, like TwitchCon I've kind of had my hopes on, but yeah, we'll have to see about that. We'll have to see how it goes. So I need to ask, what plotline would you like to see on a modern day game? I don't know. Like, honestly, like, there have been games which really surprised me with plotlines. For instance, like, what's it called? Nier Automata was like a plotline which really, which I so love so much, but I would have never imagined that was something that I needed in my life, sort of thing. I wouldn't actually go to a TennoCon, to be honest. Me neither. To be honest, I don't even know if I'd go to any to other convention of any kind. TwitchCon, I would go. Yeah, like, I think that TwitchCon is the most likely convention I would go to. Just because, like, first of all, like, there should be a TwitchCon in Amsterdam if everything goes right, and that's something I'm definitely going to. But I would also go to different, like, TwitchCons. But the thing is, like, the thing which I loved about Warframe was, like, the sense of community we had. Like, the fact that, like you kind of had this, like, engagement with each other. You kind of, like, knew each other. You kind of knew the creators there. You kind of knew, like, the devs there. At the same time, it also had, like, this very false sense of, like, oh, you all are friends, but, like, it was just basically a lot of people just being fake as fuck. Which was a shame. But, like, while that illusion lasted, the illusion was very pleasant. It was very much fun. So, yeah, it's an absolute shame that it went away. It's an absolute shame that's, like, Cole and Defton stopped making content, because I would have loved to continue to make more content with them. I would love to, like, do more conventions with them, because, like, honestly, it was a really fun time. I really fucking enjoyed that. But yeah, I don't know if I would go to a TennoCon again. I don't think so. The Warframe fame is what killed the Warframe community. I'm not quite sure. I think that there were a couple of things, though. Warframe had the best community I've ever seen in any game. Some of my best online friends I met through Warframe. Although we don't really play anymore, we still hang around in Discord almost every day. I think that let's see. Perhaps see what piques your interest. Friends and other people you know hang out with, and perhaps get drunk like Michel and the others did. So, like, the thing which I feel like where Warframe went wrong, sort of thing, is that there was an over-reliance on it, in a sense, and it did not deliver that well. So, if I think back around the time that, like, Warframe was at its peak, I think that at the peak of Warframe, which was between 2015 and 2017, 2018, I think that the reason why, like, it was booming at that time is because it was in a race. So Warframe used to be this very obscure, unknown game. There was no convention about it. There was nothing big about it. There was no creator program. There was no, like, Twitch community or anything like that. So it was kind of... let's see. Let me change this, by the way. It was kind of there we go. Let me update this. I also don't drink. I don't drink either, dude. Like, I've never drunk anything. I don't drink alcohol at all. But I still had a really fun time. So, all my close friends are in America, unfortunately. The cons they'd be interested in haven't been set up since COVID, I don't think. So yeah, you've never drank anything? Man, that respect. No, I've never drunk any alcohol. So the reason why I've never done that is because I've come like up until up until I was like 18, 19, like just a year before the convention, I used to do like national level swimming. So basically, like my entire life was centered around like getting in like the top shape I could be to like swim as fast as I could. So I wouldn't take anything that would like hamper my body, and like I saw drinking as something where like obviously like it wasn't allowed until like a certain age. And it was always said, like, it has a negative effect. Like, it impacts your brain, it impacts your body. It's like, it doesn't have a good effect. And to me, it was like, well, like, if I've grown up so many years without it, why would I need it now at a certain point in time, right? Why would I now need it when it has a negative effect on me? If I'm thirsty, I'll just, like, drink water. And water is, like, it's totally fine. It fulfills my need. So, to me, it was kind of like, I never felt a need for it. And whenever people said, well, but drink it so you can have more fun, I'm like, well, but I'm already having fun right now. It's like, well, but sometimes you have like inhibitions, like you may feel ashamed for something. It's like, well, if I feel ashamed for something, I either shouldn't do it, or maybe, you know, like if there's a reason why I'm holding myself back, maybe I should solve that reason rather than, you know, like take a temporary thing to like band-aid the problem and then not really fix it. So like it never really like grab me in any sense. It never really interested me, and it's never really something that I've been interested in at all. So it's just something natural for me. So yeah, let's see. Same. I can relate with Arima, even though I don't really play Warframe like I used to anymore. I still talk to my friends I made bonds with, hoping to see them together in person. Let's see. Rahab says, in my case, never drank alcohol, never done drugs or smoked. I've never eaten meat. Damn, dude. Like I'm with you until the meat. I love myself some meat. So yeah. Master Chief's name is John, and John Cena's name is also John. John is John Cena's Master Chief. I think it's John Shepard from the Mass Effect universe, but we'll see. Oh, definitely the same. We've been planning to do a meetup for years, but COVID now is really holding us back. Yeah, dude. I drink on the rare occasions, and if anything, I prefer wine to the other liquors. Okay, so like let me make sure, like I'm definitely not saying that y'all should like, you know, y'all should take inspiration or like do anything based on my habits. Like this is just what I do. And like y'all can do anything else. Like there's just like I don't drink, but because of that, like the thing which I have is that I've always like had a lot of fun. Like I always just had so much fun in these nights, because if I'm in a good mood and if I get tired, like you saw there, like you kind of get high of the situation. You kind of get drunk on the festivity. So like because the mood goes to a certain point where like, you know, everyone's like saying weird shit and like they're just going all sorts of directions. It's like, you know, you kind of go with that too, and it's really fun. But at the same time, you're always kind of sharp, so like you can always, hey, you know, if y'all need to drive somewhere, I can always do that. If there's somewhere where it's like, hey, I need to pay attention. Sometimes what I also do, what's also fantastic is like, I see the ridiculousness of the situation, I can capture it, and I can the next day go like, hey, dude, do you remember when you said this shit? It's always like fun. Remember, if people say it's for fun, you don't need it. Yeah. So, what did I want to say? So like, I think that like, let's get back to like, what's it called? Blue Demon's thing of like the Warframe famous will kill the Warframe community. I don't think so. I think that like what we had in 2015 with this game was that it started out as a game that no one really played, that no one really knew about, and was kind of like this niche thing that if you knew about it, also hold on, I need to go change this thing right here, and that if you kind of like knew about it, then you would kind of, you know, have some friends, you would create a little community about it. It wasn't a really big thing, so you were very much forced like, hey, I'm gonna go find a clan, I'm gonna go make a clan, I'm gonna make a Discord community or a Skype community at the time, because not everyone was playing it, so you kind of had to find your way through here. 100% agree, Rahab. 100% agree. I don't like losing control if I'm not in control of it. So yeah. So what I want to say, oh yeah, so like I think that Warframe really worked well on that. Like it kind of started out small, you had like this very much a community vibe, and then like it like from 2015 onward, people started to notice that, oh shit, this can go up, this can like shoot up, right? Like we have a game which looks pretty good, is free to play, it hasn't really been noticed, and now we have a good storyline, and this can go up. And then they had their first convention, and it was a success. It was like it's going up and up and up. So around that time, more people started to like create content around it. So like you had this influx of new people that were brand new into the game, making content around it, like exploring the game. They were super excited about the new things that were coming out, and this company could do no wrong. So 2016, 2017, 2018, especially 2017, 2018, when it blew up with the first drops campaign on Twitch, when it just blew up like everywhere, like 50 million people playing it or sort of thing. It's like, or 27 million people playing, 30 million people playing it back then. It was like for everyone, I felt it was like kind of like the height. It was like, oh my god, like this company can do no wrong. So far, they delivered on their promises. Like they have released like a big update every single year. Like there's new people joining the community. Like no one is really like criticizing it all that much. And like this, if there's criticism, they seem to listen to it. We're having bigger events, we're having bigger things. It was like everything was better and better and better. And I think that like the reason why everyone stayed together all that much is because this was a game that kept delivering on like this constant track, because like until like the open worlds, like you just had like new content would be added beyond it and beyond it and beyond it. So like it was still the same game. It was still the same game that y'all were playing. It was still like, it was something that was like growing exponentially, where like new people were coming in, and it was still like within like it started 2013, so 2017, 2018 was 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years of playing a game. Let's say you spent like 2 or 3 years to kind of catch up with like everything that there is. It was still just 2 years of like kind of like coaching new people that came on, kind of just like chilling, doing fashion frame. Like there was a lot of years, like there was like, it was so young in the sense that you could do things that you hadn't done before, or if you had caught up, you kind of could just like, you know, chill back, lay back, have fun with that. However, I think that what kind of like killed it is like, first of all, Warframe over-promising, and then just showing that like this wasn't a thing that could do no wrong. This was a thing that could do very much wrong. So what we saw was that like at a certain point in time, like they just started branching off into, oh, let's do an open world, let's do another open world, let's do like random shit to the side. So like it didn't become this thing that was like, oh man, we love this, let's continue on this track. It was like, oh, we love this, let's go do something else here, let's go do something else there, and let's all throw it at the start of the game, so that if people are already far ahead, that like at the end of the game, like the people that were continually like getting new part of the track, all of a sudden they have to go back. So they were like that held a lot of people back in their steps. And when people started questioning, like, what the hell's going on here? Like, they were hit back with, like, a lot of these people that were still like, oh my god, this game can do no wrong. Like, you had this great imbalance where if people started questioning, like, oh shit, is this the right way we're going? It kind of just, like, clapped back with, like, oh, fuck you, you guys should be glad that the devs coming to work, and, like, oh man, how can you be negative about this game? It's so good, it's so fantastic. Which caused these people just to, like, kind of, like, be like, okay, so you're saying it's all fine, but I'm seeing problems here. Maybe, you know, maybe it's not very good. No, it's fantastic. It could, like, the game could go on for that for like another year or two, but then when they didn't release anything for like the new war was so long, such a long wait, and Railjack just completely failed because of those things. Like, it kind of like left people like either to be like, oh fuck this, I don't feel like I'm welcome in this community anymore, let me get the fuck out, or people to be like, well, I've done everything, some people are leaving, like, I don't really know, there's nothing much new, let me just go out and like do something else, I guess, right? And like I feel because of that, because it kind of like it overpromised, which really made it show that like, oh shit, there is things that this game can do very much wrong, and because of like the like harsh community like hit back on it, and like Warframe's inability to like adequately listen to their community at that point in time, really just made it like something where it's like, okay, well then I guess we're just gonna drop this. And then like it's something where like right now it's still going strong with like a good player base, but I don't feel it's that community anymore, because like you just see like how many people have moved on. Almost none of the people that were at that TennoCon are still playing that game anymore. Like that entire like I know like all the creators there, like none of them are playing it anymore. And I'm seriously wondering when it comes to like all the people that were sitting there in the audience, whether they're still playing this game. I don't think so. And there's people like me that like Warframe for what it was and don't like it what it is now. I think that's a lot of people. I think that's a lot of people. Because like right now, Warframe, like the last couple of updates have not been focused on like the Warframe the game as it is. They're just like focusing on like adding new things to it, which are completely random. Railjack is not Warframe. It's a different thing. Arcwing was not Warframe, but like they just tried it in 2015 as like a little tryout. But like these open worlds don't feel like Warframe either. It's like a little tryout. So yeah. I still love Warframe. I don't have anything to do in the game, I feel. I can understand that as well. So like for me mostly, like the thing which I have is like I don't like Railjack. I think that running through missions is totally fine. I think Warframe at a certain point is kind of gets to be a bit convoluted. but that's still alright. It's just that like right now, it's been a really big mix for like the past couple of years, like trying to figure out like, hey, how do I navigate around my feelings for this game, especially when it comes to like, this is not a dev studio I wish to support anymore, which is really fucking weird. Because like the thing is, like, I have never ever seen any of these people anymore after like most of the shit that very much defined my stance towards the shit went down. So if you go to like the TennoConf vlog that we just looked at, like, to me, like, this has been the weirdest shit. I've never been able to get an answer on that, and just like that shit just kind of like fucks with my mind. Not anymore, not as much as it does as it did, but it's I can still think about this and it can still fuck with me quite a bit. But yeah, like if you look at this for instance, so let's see here. If you just have like this moment, like moments like this here, right? Like here where we're just like, you know, chilling with Mogamu and like the devs, just like I never had illusions that, you know, we were friends here or something.
So you gotta click right there. Open it up.
But it was kind of like, you know, you're just kind of chilling, right? Like you're okay with each other.
Yeah. Here's what happened. It starts with see what happened. So see what happened was I got to the last
This
point.
shit or like right here, it's like if I look back at this, like I think back at this like very fondly. Like when I was there, I felt very comfortable with these people here. It was just like fun, like behind the scenes. Also, like what the shit that I did not record.
I'll see you next year.
Oh no,
Like the shit that I did not record, like beyond this, like we always had like a really good vibes together and shit. And then the fact that they turned around like kind of like did me like very dirty without ever like speaking with me ever again. That shit is like, I don't know, like it felt really, it's really weird when you interact with people and then like they like you like, I don't know. It's something I can't wrap my head around. So like that's always something that I've grappled with Warframe, because like I had this thing where it's like, oh, this was a very friendly, like comfortable place that I was very familiar with, and it felt like a part of my identity. And all of a sudden, this was something which like hurt me very badly. And like, how do you go on with that? Like that's really weird. So that's a large part that came with Warframe. And now that like I've kind of like processed that to the point where I'm like, well, you know, if I'm making content about Warframe, if I'm playing this game, like I'm not doing that to support the game. I'm not doing that because I want everyone to play this game. It's not because the game is 100% perfect. It's just that right now it is something which is very like useful and fun to me, in the sense of I know like a bunch of you guys still like have history with the game or like it or still play it. I know that I know a lot about it, and I know that like I need to make more videos on my channel, so like, hey, Warframe is a good place to start, especially since my YouTube channel is a lot more like Warframe still. I haven't really made a transition very well. And for instance, like something like Apex, it's not something that I can play every single day, but there is like parts about it which I really like, and there's videos I can make about that which don't have a high investment cost. I don't have to buy a brand new game for it every single time. I can fool around with it. I have some ideas with Warframe videos which I can just fool around with. So those are fun things which I can do. So if I can use it like if it's a use case for me and like the positives outweigh the negatives, then like it's why not do it, right? So that's kind of like the way that I view Warframe, but like I do feel like now that I've come back to it, it just feels deserted. It feels like it's no longer the place that's growing. It's kind of like the place that's kind of like a former shadow of what it used to be. It doesn't feel like it's growing anymore. Blue Demon says I hate the open worlds. I thought it like technologically they were kind of cool, but like I hate how they're enclosed things. Like it's no longer this like track where we're all on and like every single update expands upon it. It's just like, oh, here's an enclosed space where you have to like have all new bounties and all new standing and all new shit to like all new resources. Like it was kind of like, yeah, that kind of just defeated the purpose. Yeah, we're kind of like in like inhabited aliens that got driven off a home planet, as how all encouraged of that simile it is. That's true. It's like it feels like the community that we had is no more. And if we go back to that world, if I go back to Warframe, I can still see fragments of it. I can still see like sometimes see Tribal playing Warframe. Sometimes I see like yesterday we played with Rahab, or I play with Afim sometimes. Sometimes I see even like I don't know, a couple weeks back I played with Mo some like Warframe. It's like it's weird because at a certain point in time, this was like, oh my god, Mogan was playing this every single day. Like I was watching those videos, I was watching DK's videos, that sort of shit. But now they're no longer doing that. And it's like, even though you can go back, like it will be the same thing. It will be the exact same thing. Like let's say that Cole were to ring me up or like message me and say like, hey, do you want to do it on the couch again? We'll play Warframe. If we were to do it on the couch, playing Warframe with the exact same music, with the exact same memes and shit, it would not be the same. It would just feel weird. And that's just what I feel right now. It's like it's a time capsule of something long gone. That is weird with a game because like in order for something to like have this boost of energy around it, it needs to feel like, you know, it's going somewhere. There was a time where that I cared about lore. Me too, dude. Me too. Like right now, like when you saw my playthrough, I was like very adamant, like, oh, I want to kill the Lotus because I didn't really care about whether the lore said that, oh, she was brainwashed or something. I was like, dude, y'all never made this shit clear, dude. Y'all never make this shit clear. So I'm not gonna bother to like decipher your entire lore and shit because that is not my responsibility. But yeah, there's a couple of people that I'm friends with that still play the game. I usually go there for inspiration creative-wise for a reason. Yeah, like it's still a fun game. Like if I play it, I don't hate it. And like there's still a lot of things around it which I think are fun, but I can't play it as much as I used to. So yeah. So that's definitely like if we go to something like this, like dude, these were the bloody times, man. Actually, I kind of want to see a little bit more if y'all don't mind. Dude, you're making me thirsty, dude. I am fucking thirsty, so get a drink, dude. Get a drink if you feel like drinking. Let me go and play some more of this.
There's some video lag, so the audio may not be entirely inside.
And it may not be the same words.
No, it was good. It was good.
He said rage, I'm done.
The core of Warframe's fun was being neglected for years. Kind of, yeah.
Someone said hi. Rappin' Killer B said hi.
Rappin'
Killer B said hi to me. So,
no, he didn't say hi to you, Cole.
No,
he didn't say hi to you. No.
Like this, like even if I were to go back right now, or even if all of us were to go back to TennoCon right now, I don't think we could get in this situation again. Because honestly, I don't know if we'd vibe anymore. I really don't think that like Cole, like maybe me and Defson would vibe still. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, really? Is the Killer Bee? Is that true? Is that true? Destiny Power Rangers said hi to everyone.
You've grown too old to vibe? Oh, definitely not. Definitely not, dude. Definitely fucking not, dude. If you think I've grown too old to vibe, what? Like, no.
Destiny Power Rangers said hi to all
Killer
of you.
B, yeah, character from Naruto, yep.
He said he loves all of us, so. Well, actually, maybe not me, but I think he loves you the most, probably, Rob. Anti-Caesar said he's.
I remember when Destiny was fun, damn.
Sammer said the same. Sammer said same. Hey Cole, you still cracking your jokes? Yeah, he is.
I mean, I have something about like. Look at this, all the sexuality right here.
Oh yeah, why are you showing so much skin, bro? Oh boy. Oh my god.
It's gonna get all red and raw.
God damn.
I gotta ask you guys a question.
Well,
I have to show you a picture first.
Oh no, this is like a Reddit 50-50, isn't it?
Is this
Reddit 50-50?
Is this something I can send or I can put on my YouTube channel?
Maybe I'll show you first.
Oh well, you just gonna have to edit it. You gonna have to learn how to edit them screen.
Alright. Wait, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is
What?
that?
I know what I want to see. D2 just might be fun story-wise. But they threw away the story.
What the fuck is? Yeah, I missed that. What the hell is that?
Is that when Dean said things were happening?
Yeah, I think so. What the hell is that? I didn't see that.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's this one? It's like, what? I don't know what's happening right
Showy,
now.
dude, I've seen this shit. Like, I don't remember what the fuck we were looking at there.
It doesn't have to do with Titania. It's well, I don't want to say it on stream. It's like a mod. Like you'll see it. It's interesting.
Oh, it's one of those like what's it called? Bloom mods, I think.
You don't, Rob, I get first.
I think it's one of the blue mods.
Okay, let me answer some of these questions. Okay, Liv said hi to everyone, and he said he loves us all.
That's crazy.
Mod me again. YouTube delete it. Delete it, man.
I don't know if you saw that shit. That was from today. Exactly.
Oh, Destiny.
There are multiple things.
Well, Goppo's reaction, he's just like, this isn't so.
I think they announced Destiny 2 here. I think that's what happened here. They announced Destiny 2.
No. Listen, we were fair.
Apparently, I don't know what we missed. How do we miss this?
Shit we had to go to.
Okay, so
Not shit, but like, you know, we had things.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we're allowed to talk about it, but to be honest,
I would recommend
cut
not
the
talking about it
stream.
on stream right now.
All right. Let's talk about it later. But like,
No. The thing about it is, even if if it's good to go, that's really cool.
yeah.
So I don't want to get anyone too hyped.
Yeah,
over
exactly.
something that may not pan out.
It's
Exactly.
good that we know.
Yeah.
It's not good that we know.
All right, guys. All right, you'll know
That's
eventually.
Exactly what it is. Don't
Yeah.
No Man's Sky this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all know exactly
No Man's Sky. Okay. I will let you guys know as soon as I get word from Taylor that we can actually let you guys know. But as of right now, I can't.
See, like that shit, dude. Like that sort of shit. Like this is what I call like taking this shit way too seriously. When we were like, well, we have something really cool. I think it was just a picture of like the blue mod that they had. Here, hold on. I think that what they had there was like they had this little picture of like in the mods of like the playthrough. They had this little picture of like the blue mod, which at that point in time wasn't out yet. And they were like, oh man, we don't know if we can talk about this. Oh. It's so funny, dude. This shit be too funny. But yeah. Anyway. The worst part of Destiny 2 was the armor redesign. To me, it was like when they started deleting their story, dude. Like, that shit was weird to me. That shit was fucking, like, fucked up to me. So yeah. That is, dude, my god. I could spend like the entire night watching that shit, but like I don't think I wanna continue to do that, so. Yeah. I missed the time when Naruto was about ninjas. Boruto is picking up where Kishimoto left off in Naruto about Otsutsuki. I've not watched Boruto. I need to finish Naruto at some point in time. I kind of stopped like when I was airing towards like the final part and they went into so many fillers. I was like, I'm gonna watch this when it's done so I can skip the fillers. But yeah. Anyway, I think that what I'm going to do is probably send you guys over to Nassif, who is doing some Warframe right now. If you guys want to see that, I'll send you guys over there. To be honest, like, Warframe was quite some time. Like, quite interesting. I hope that at a certain point in time, we may have, like, the same thing that we can achieve in, like, something else. Maybe with TwitchCon, maybe with, like, another con or something. But yeah, like, I'm looking forward to whatever comes in the future, especially when, like, Corona ends. But yeah, we'll see. Only because Activision wanted to make Destiny 2 after the original creator left. Damn, some fillers are actually good and answer some questions. True, but like if you're in the middle of the rising action and like it's like, oh my god, like something epic is about to happen, then it's like a random like filler right next in the next episode. Like you feel betrayed, and that's what I felt when I was watching Naruto and like filler came in right at the climax. I hated that. So still need to finish at some point. Good anime though. I enjoyed it, but yeah, say hi to Nassif. I'll see you all tomorrow for a stream where I didn't know what to do. I think we did quite well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all tomorrow for a brand new stream where we'll probably play some Warframe, but yeah, I'll see you around. Goodbye.